center. Oh, no. Here we go. A chance over to the near side. We're going to have to replay this horn. Down low to the near side they go. Battling for possession. Zaka in the offensive end. Going to be over there to Middlestad. Over to Zaka. Zaka, he shoots. He scores! That's a trick. Didn't have to go. Face off. And the gloves drop immediately. We got a fight breaking out here. Kostelic getting some punches up against Sam Carrick. They're right at the center ice. Gonna be a big shot and a big win by Mark Kostelic as he gets ripped down by Carrick after the fight. That's gonna be an added penalty. That's gonna be a game misconduct, I think, for Carrick. And the Devils are gonna clear that zone over to the near side. Here it comes. He's sure on a chance. A shot denied. Rebound shot. What a save by Carter Hart. Waiting for it is, I believe it's going to be, it's not going to be Marner in front of the net. Here comes a chance. A shot. He scores! This is going to be Paul Cotter on the first shootout. Taking it in towards the net. Going to make a shot. Deflected by Carter Hart. Jesper Brat moving in. He takes a shot. He scores! Jesper Brat gets the first goal of the shootout. The Devils have a 1-0 advantage. Here we go. Mark Stone. No attempts this season on the shootout. Here's his first. Moving into the near side, over to the far. He shoots and it's gloved by Jake Allen. Mitch Marner, ready to go. Taking it in from the near side. Working around with speed to the far. He goes and he scores! Oh no, did he double shoot it? Yeah, it's correct. Gloves immediately coming off. We got a fight right here at the beginning. Who is that? Zadorov and number 47, that's Struble, going at it right at the opening whistle. And here we go, Zadorov laying a couple of fists. And it's going to be back against the boards on the near side. A couple fists going either direction. Still clinging on to each other over on the far side. Now they're all the way back into the Bruins offensive end. Still on their feet. Still laying punches. The helmet comes off of Struble. And still laying some punches to Zadorov. And now Struble trying to get back in this fight. But Zadorov is absolutely dominating it. And they break it up on the boards. Up to the top of the zone. Over to Mantha. Intercepted. And here comes a breakaway chance for the Flames. He shoots. He scores. Connor Zary getting the first goal of the game on a breakaway after an interception. Oh. There's the goal horn. There it is. I was wondering when that was going to proc. But yeah. Going to take the draw and going to be won by the Pens. That's going to be Kindle. Up to the near side to Shay. Shay working down low. Going to try and take it behind the net. Trying to create some room. Over to the far side, to the top of the zone, over to St. Ivan. He sends it, shot, deflected. Oh, I thought that was in the net. It went over to the far side. Battling down low in front of chance, a shot, and he's gone!
He will not be denied twice. He will not be denied twice.
Billy Quinn, let's frickin' go. That's how you do it, my boy. Passing back over to Novak. Novak taking it around over to the far side. Going to try and connect with Chinikov if he can. But here we go. Oh, boy! Here we go over to the near side. Carlson passing across. A chance. A shot! And he's done! Let's freaking go, baby! Sid the Kid!
Took it on his...
Sid the Kid!
Took it on his shoulder and said, let me just clear this one.
That is how you do it. Sid the Kid clearing the Penguins bench. Let's let that horn sing, baby. That is how you do it. The Pens pulling a comeback win off and not blowing it. That is how you freaking do it. That is how the Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins do it. If they keep playing like this, we'll be covering Penguins hockey late into the summer. Let's go! The Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins getting a big overtime goal. Ready to roll. Face off in the Pens offensive end. Going to be taken back by the Red Wings. Sider along the far side boards. Up through the far side. Battling into the neutral zone. Taken back by the Pens to the near side. Here comes Crosby. Looking to pass it across. Ice a chance. A shot. He's gone! Run! Russ! Front of the net, working with that puck, clearing it out at Kindle. A chance, a breakaway. He shoots. He scores! Igor Chinikov getting his first goal as a Penguin. Let's go, baby! 2-0 Penguins. Woo! Let's go! That is how you freaking do it. How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing you live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins taking on the New York Rangers. Should be a fun one here today between these two teams who are on totally different trajectories here. The Pittsburgh Penguins entering today as true playoff contenders, really find themselves in second in the Metro in a playoff spot, and having some games, having some ability right now to show that they have the ability to do it. Looking at the Rangers, on the other hand, the less said, the better about them. It's been a glorified train wreck for the most part. So the Rangers just trying to evaluate talent. They made a whole bunch of different roster moves going on into the Olympic break and coming out of the Olympic break. I'm sure there's going to be another trade or two somewhere along the line before the March 6th deadline. So this is going to be a very fun week to watch for the New York Rangers. But they're really evaluating talent as opposed to trying to win a lot of games. The Penguins, on the other hand, they are doing everything in their power to win as much as they possibly can because this team is trying to make it back to the promised land, baby. The Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins. So we are ready to roll here out of MSG, Madison Square Garden in New York, New York. Taking a look at our lines and starting goalies. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. So starting in net for the Pittsburgh Penguins is going to be your man, Stuart Skinner. Starting in net for the Rangers, going to be number 31, Igor Shesterkin. Also, a lot of line changes for the Penguins, considering injuries they've had and now Crosby going down during the Olympics. Penguins are working on some new lines out of the break. Your first line is Chinikov, Novak, Malkin. Second line going to be populated by Avery, Hayes, Ricard, Raquel, and Brian Rust. Your third line is Anthony Mantha, Ben Kindle, and Justin Brazeau. And the fourth line of forwards going to be Connor Dewar, Blake Lizotte, and Noel Acciari. Looking at the New York Rangers starting lines here, you got number 8, JT Miller, number 93, Mika Zibanejad, and number 94, Gabe Perreault. On that first line, your second line for the Rangers going to be number 50, Will Cooley, followed by number 16, Vincent Trocheck, and number 13, Alexis Lafreniere. Third line going to be number 43, Connor Sheary, number 42, Noah Lava, and number 91, a trade acquisition, Brendan Brisson. And that fourth line going to be spearheaded by Ty Kartai, Sam Carrick, and number 14 going to be Taylor Radish. Your defensive pairs here for both teams. For the Penguins, they're going to be rocking number 28, Parker Wotherspoon, and number 65, Erik Karlsson on the top pair. Second pair going to be populated by number 5, Ryan Shea, and number 58, Chris Letang. And that third pair going to be number 49, Samuel Girard, and number 75, Connor Clifton. Looking towards the Rangers, your top defensive pair going to be number 44, that's going to be Vladislav Gavrikov, and number 23 going to be Adam Fox. Second pair going to be number 4, Braden Schneider, and number 17, Will Borgen. And that third pair going to be number 29, Matthew Robertson, and number 6, Vincent Iorio. Looking at your goalies again, we got Stuart Skinner for the Penguins starting. Backing him up is going to be number 37, Artur Shilovs. And for the New York Rangers, going to be in net for today, number 31, Igor Shesterkin. And backing him up is going to be number 32, Jonathan Quick. So overall, pretty solid lines here. Taking a look at Trocheck in the fourth year of a 7-year, $39.4 million contract, $5.6 million average. He has been a big name in the trade rumors. Will he get moved before Friday is the big question that everybody wants an answer to. Let's see, Tuxedo Birds and the Rangers. Yes, sir. Let's get a sports predictor. How you doing, man? Take a look here at a couple of things. Let me pull this up over here and pull that. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Just taking a look at a couple of things as we do here. Okay. But yeah, we are ready to rumble here. Puck drop just mere moments away here from the Big Apple from MSG. Very good. It's Saturday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a very good Saturday, man. We are ready to rumble. So, should be a fun one. We do got a doubleheader today because after this, we'll be taking coverage of the Boston Bruins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's go Bruins, baby, because screw them Flyers. Screw them Flyers. We Penguins fans here, bro. Oh, man. But this is very weird. This is the first time that I am currently sitting here with the live playback. So, I can hear myself, so I might sound a little drunk a little bit of time. But hey, and I was up before noon. Yes, sir. That's the thing. As I've been working my job, I have been getting up on the weekends. I woke up today at 8:15, and I was, struggling to fall back asleep as early as, 6:45 or 7:45. I was struggling to fall back asleep. I ended up getting back to sleep to get a little bit more sleep, but, I've been up. I've been down here since about 9 a.m. in the studio, so getting things set up, having to move a few things around because last night I hosted a Bible study, basically housing everyone. So had to get the studio rearranged because this was the place where we met last night. So let's see. Taking a look at Penguins in and out of the playoffs. TJ going to say they are out. It's gonna be what happens in March. PK Subban saying the Pens will be in. The big thing for the Penguins is their March. If I take a look at the Penguins schedule for March, let me pull that up over here on this screen, on this computer. Let me go ahead and pull up the schedule here. Taking a look at the Penguins March. Oh, that's coming down. I don't need the book no more. I found a notebook I had that had extra subjects, so don't worry about the notebook. But yeah, taking a look at the Penguins March real quick before we get on into this game. Before this game gets started, we are about a minute from puck drop. The Penguins March is a brutal one. Why is it defaulting to September 23? I want March of 26. March of 26. You got Vegas. You got Boston, Buffalo, Philly, Boston, Carolina, Vegas, Utah, all in the first 14 days of the month. You got 2 games against Vegas, I believe it is. Yeah, it's 2 against Vegas, 2 against Colorado, 3 against Carolina, 2 against Boston. You got Buffalo in there. You got the Flyers in there. Dallas, the Isles are in there once. You also got the Red Wings. I think it's something like 11 games out of their 15 or something like that are against teams currently in a playoff spot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 games. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 14 out of 17 games this month are against teams in playoff positions. Let's see. This week I've had to wake up. I've had something to wake up for before Monday this past week. I've been getting up at 6:30, 15 minutes before starting work. This week I've been waking up at 5 or a little after 5. Been nice. It is nice to get up early. It is nice to get up early, get a few things done. The Pens versus Boston Penguins. Oh man. Well, this March is going to be brutal for the Penguins, and this is your do or die. This month is going to make or break the Penguins season. If they can manage to get a couple wins off of Carolina, split the Colorado series, split the Vegas series, split Boston, win 2 out of 3 against Carolina, maybe take Buffalo and Dallas, and maybe the Isles, then you're in a really good playoff spot. Other than that, it's a pretty tough spot to be in with how many playoff teams they got. So we are ready to roll here from MSG. Let me go ahead and set this over here, and here we go. Face-off going to be won by the Rangers over to the near side. Gavrikov along the boards. The Pens trying to battle for it back in the offensive end, but the Rangers kick it out. Getting to it, Parker Wotherspoon along the far side. Into the defensive end he goes. Passing behind the net to Karlsson to the near side. Goes loose along the boards. Tied up. Puck comes away for Karlsson. Over to Wotherspoon to the far side. Passing up through center, but not able to punch it in is Novak. Taken back by the Rangers in the defensive end, wing to wing pass to the near side. Vincent Trocheck down behind in the defensive end to the far side on a pass. Looking for somewhere to go, trying to create a little bit of room, centering it now to the near side, and moving it up into the Rangers offensive end, battling for it, goes loose into the neutral zone, taken back by Schneider, passing wing to wing, the Rangers trying to move it up, but the Pens take it back at center ice, over to the near side, Avery Hayes, into the offensive end, taking it down low, punching it towards the net, big collision, at the net, over to the top of the zone to the near side. That's going to be Gerard with the puck. Gerard on the pass to the far side, near the circle, delayed penalty against the Rangers. Over to the near side, Mantha. Mantha back across wing to wing, now back to Gerard to the point, shot! Loose in front of the net, Avery Hayes pass! Not able to punch it. Over now to the point again to Gerard. Gerard looking to move it around, passing to the far side, cycling to the point is Tanger. Pass, shot, denied, and the Rangers are going to touch up and get the penalty. So the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to be getting the game's first power play. Let me go ahead and put that up over here. Oh my gosh. Been a hot minute since I've called hockey intensely like this. Let's see. Always found it funny how similar the Pens colors are to... Oh, I know. It's crazy. It is, like, legitimately crazy. Let me move you over there. I can still reach what I need. And let me grab you and put you right here. That way I have everything I need. Let me just... There we go. So, the Penguins getting ready to get the game's first power play and see what they can do with it. Ready to rumble. So here we go. The Pens win the draw, but it gets cleared all the way back into the defensive end after winning it pure. To the near side, Carlson. Back down low to the far side. Gonna take it, looking for some room as he centers it, passing back. Along the near side, Ricard Raquel. Into the offensive end, he goes, passing to the near side. Gino down low to the far side to Rust. Brian Rust battling along the boards. We are way behind compared to ESPN. Up to the top of the zone, to the point, Raquel. He shoots, goes wide to the far side. Brian Rust to the point. Carlson, he shoots, he scores! On the power play, the Penguins taking the game's first lead, 1-0. Let's replay that horn. Let's go ahead and replay it. There we go. What a beautiful way to get this game going for the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins, baby. That was pretty fast. That was pretty fast in the power play. But hey, special teams, special players, special teams, special plays, special players. Wasn't that how it was? Like that, oh, what was it? Wasn't it like that? So the Rangers win the draw over to the near side, sending it into the offensive end behind the net of Stu to the far side, tied up along the boards. Down into the corner, down low by the red line. Trying to move that puck up along the boards. Gets freed all the way out. Here comes the race for the puck. Oh! Avery Hayes takes a shot to the face either by the ref or the Rangers bench. But into the offensive end. Shot and an easy glove save by Stu, baby. A little bit of extracurricular out of there. Avery Hayes getting into it after taking that face shot. Did not like what happened in front of the Rangers bench. So he went up and tried to rough someone up here a little bit. No penalties going to be dispersed on that, but I don't blame Avery Hayes on that because he was shoved in. That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. He was shoved in by Morrow right on into the ref in the Rangers bench taking a face shot. That's what he didn't like because he was checked into the ref. I don't blame him for trying to go back at him. But here we go. Taking a look at Morrow over there after that little altercation. And here we go. 17:24 to go here in this first period. Still having a couple of fans here as we're ready for the face-off. Taking a look at our poll in the chat. We got 2 votes and we're splitting 50-50 over there. So here we go. Oh, Trocheck! Trocheck in the sin bin. Whoa. So the Penguins getting another power play? Let me see what happened. Let me just pull it up here. That is crazy. The Penguins are on a power play. What was the penalty? Let me see. The penalty is going to be... Vincent Trocheck got unsportsmanlike conduct. They're loading up the sin bin again. So here we go, the Penguins on the power play. Mika's a minute chat, gonna take the draw here against Evgeny Malkin. Uh-oh! So Gino wins a draw back to the far corner, top of the zone. Erik Karlsson moving it in from the point. He shoots, shot wide over to the near side, along the boards, to the corner. Karlsson wing to Russ. Down low to Gino. Back to Russ. Russ to Karlsson. Karlsson to Russ. Russ taking it in. Passing to Malkin. Malkin wrapping it around. Trying to find somewhere to go. Over to Russ. He shoots and scores, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's go, Penguins! Let's go, Penguins! Let's go ahead and replay that goal, or let that puppy sing. There you go. That's how you frickin' do a game, boys. The Pittsburgh 11 Penguins, baby, rocking the game. Just keep on rocking the game, Pens. Just keep on rocking the game, Pens. Let's go. A beautiful Gino to Rust maneuver. It don't get any better than that. Let's see, we got a sacrifice. What's up, bro? What's up? Jonathan quickly losing. It's not Jonathan Quick, it's Igor Shesterkin in net, which is the surprising thing. The thing is, the question is, oh wait, they're saying something. Let me unmute this. Rangers are challenging. What is there to challenge? If they say that's goaltender interference, there's no way. Well, again, sacrifice, part of the problem is the Rangers have been about as effective at Madison Square Garden as Congress trying to pass anything. So... You can't really say much there, but there's no way that's goalie interference. Yeah, there's no way that's goalie interference. That goal's gonna stand. I mean, you can't say that was goalie interference. So let's see. What? That's BS! So apparently if you breathe on the goalie wrong, it's goaltender interference now. Come on! There was no contact! Or was it because Mantha? What? Where was it? I'm trying to see where the interference even... There's no What? Oh, wow. So because he couldn't get his foot out on the opposite side of the play, that's goalie interference. That is a load of BS. Oh, that's goalie interference now. BS. Give me a break. So here we go to the near side. Back in behind the net. The Pen's still on the power play. Oh my gosh. That was ridiculous, man. Goalie interference. Look, Karlsson trying to break in front of the net over to the far side, taken back by the Rangers. They're going to clear that one out. It's unfortunate, but sometimes you just got to deal with it, you know. Take it to the near side, try to get that goal back. Here comes Rickard Rakell. Passing wing to the near side is Karlsson, back and across to Gino. Into the offensive end to Karlsson from the point, passing down to Rust. Rust back up to Karlsson, 55 to go on the power play. Karlsson over to Rust from the point, takes it in, shot goes wide. Over to the near side, along the boards. The Rangers needed that. They needed that BS call to have a chance, but Rakell passing in front, and Gino gets taken down before he can even get a shot at an open net. To the near side, Rust wing to the far side. Mantha gonna keep it in the zone. Down in behind, Gino goes down again after another collision. Puck gets cleared out. Let's go Pens, baby. Let's go Pens, Carson. So here we go. Stewart Skinner going to leave it over to the near side for Tanger. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Wing to Novak into the offensive end. Chinikov to Novak. Shot. Not going to go. Back in behind the net. Chinikov battling. Getting in there is Brazeau as well. To the near side. Puck goes loose. Kindle up to the point to Tanger. Tanger to Kindle. Kindle taking it in. Shot. Loose over on the rebound. Novak over to Kindle. Back at the full strength in front. Shot. Not going to go. And the Rangers get back on it to the near side. Pens versus the refs and $20 bills. Yes, that was BS. It was literally the reason it was goalie interference is what they're saying is because Shesterkin wanted to get his foot one more degree like vertically, and the skate of Mantha stopped that, so it made all the difference. Total BS, you know? But here we go, back on into the corner to the far side. Lizotte in there. Not much you can do against bad calls like that. You just got to be better than them. So let's see what the Pens can do. And the Rangers take it back. 2-1-2 to the offensive end to the near side. Racing for it's going to be Perreault. Back in behind the net. Shay gets on top of it to the far side. Going to be maintained now to Achari to the near side. Moving it up is going to be off of the stick of Dewar. Into the offensive end. Shot by Clifton. Not going to go to the far side. Chinikov. Or not Chinikov. It's going to be Achari in there. He made the goalie cry, goalie interference. Yeah, I mean, like, come on. So here we go. Now over to Shay. Shay down low to the near side. Back up top. Shay across ice pass. Shot from the corner. Going to be kicked away by the pad of Shesterkin. To the far side. The Rangers take it back. Perreault going to send it to the near side. Dangerous pass taken back by Schneider. Wing to wing. Up through the center ice area to the far side they go. Into the offensive end for the Rangers to the near side. Racing in there into the corner is Sam Carrick. Over to the far side along the boards. Brian Rust playing aggressive on him. Carrick taking it down. Passing in front. Going to be lost. All the way back. All the way to Shesterkin. The Rangers cleared themselves all the way out. Getting on top of that is going to be Matthew Robertson. To the near side he goes. Moving it up in behind the net of Stu. Going to be taken back by Wotherspoon to the far side. Passing it along now to the near. Carlson wing to wing. Into the offensive end they go. Potential cross check. Not going to get the call. Over to the near side. Taken back by the Rangers. Off the stick of Sheary into the offensive end to the near side. Could not connect to Radish. Into the corner. Gino behind the net to the far side. Battling for that puck. Goes back down. Wotherspoon to the near side. Carlson takes it behind the net. Penn's going to go for a change, and Carlson not really in a rush to move it out. 5 shots on goal so far for the Pens, 1 for the Rangers, as we're under 13 to go in the first period. Over to the far side, into the offensive end. The Pens are going to send it behind Shesterkin to the near side. He sends it. Along the boards tied up is going to be Kindle in there. Kindle in there alongside Gavrikov. Joining the party is going to be Brazeau. Along the boards now, taken back in front. Over to the near side, Mantha. Mantha passing in front, not able to fully connect, but Kindle gets on top of it. Back up to the point, passing down low in front to the far side. Shot! And going to be saved by Shesterkin. Over to the far side, Lafreniere. Moving it up through center to the near side. Into the offensive end, Cooley. Over to Lafreniere. Shot! Ew! Nice little save there by Stu. Back on in behind the net to the near side. Penguins got shipper ball. Let's go, Penguin got shipper ball. So Tanger sends it across to the far side. Now that's going to be for the new guy, Gerard. Along the boards, up to the far side. And we got a whistle. So 12:03 to go here. 6 shots on goal for the Penguins, 2 for the Rangers. And the Penguins should be leading 2-0, but it's only 1-0 because of a BS goalie interference. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. Oh, man. But if you guys are enjoying the coverage, man, do me a huge favor. Drop a like below the stream. Sub to the channel, man. We are trying to hit 1,000 subs before the Stanley Cup Finals. That would be a pretty cool mark for us to hit. And it'll be pretty awesome. I think we can do it. So, yeah. Taking a look real quick. Let's take a look at the slate of games for today across the NHL. We'll breeze through that real quick. So right now we got the Penguins at the Rangers at 3 p.m. We got the Bruins at Flyers. 4 p.m. Eastern brings us the Oilers at Sharks. 5 p.m. Eastern brings us Devils at Blues. At 6 we got the Isles at the Blue Jackets alongside the Blackhawks at the Avalanche. Then at 7 we got a bunch of games starting here. That is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the Sens at the Maple Leafs, the Capitals at Canadiens, Sabres at Lightning, Red Wings at Hurricanes, and Flames at Kings. Then at the 8 p.m. window, we got the Predators at the Sharks. And finally at 10 p.m., the Vancouver Canucks taking on the Seattle Kraken. Bad refs, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the paid refs come for you? Bad refs. That's what it is. Very smart. Oh, man. But yeah, we'll see here, man. We'll see. Let's take a look real quick at the playoff picture as well, which there is one metric I wish the NHL provided. But Vancouver has a chance, not tonight, but very soon, to be mathematically eliminated from the top seed. In theory, they still could make the top seed. Mathematically, their max point potential is 91, and the Colorado Avalanche is at 85 points, the leader of the West. But pretty soon, they're going to be taken out of that contention. They'll be taken out of any talk like that pretty soon. But I wish the NHL provided us a form of, like, max points, because they don't do that in the standings. They just give you the games played, the points. They don't give you anything in the way of max point potential. I wish they did. Or if they did, I just haven't found it. But here we go to the far side. The Penguins moving it up into the offensive end behind the net of Shesterkin. Over to the near side, going to play it along the boards. Pens take it up. Connor Clifton from the point to the near side, along the boards in the offensive end down low. Getting in there, Blake Lizotte playing very physical. Shot by Clifton. Over a chance. Not going to go. Lizotte going to be taken down. Is that going to be a penalty there? Let's see. We got a whistle. I think it was because of the save by Shesterkin. But the way Lizotte was taken out, there could be some sort of penalty. We'll see what they do. Not sure we're going to have one, but we could. So we are on a penalty warning or a penalty watch. See if we got one. Let's see. We got Cookie Monster saying Penguins better win. I got $25 on this. Well, I think they will. So no penalties, taken back by, that's going to be Mantha to the far side, into the offensive end, he sends it. Played by Shesterkin to the near side, along the boards, the Rangers, wing to wing, loose in front of the net, Raquel gets to it, passing in front, and gonna go loose into the corner, taken out by the Rangers along the boards, tied up. Gonna be coming over to Miller to the near side, trying to move it back along the blue line, the Pens into the offensive end, but they're gonna be offsides. What's good, Mo? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Oh, man. Speaking of Canada, I was thinking the other day, if I was in the NHL, no amount of money would ever make me agree to sign with a Canadian team. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. First period, Penguins in the first period, they are tied for the most goals in the first period scored at 65. Among other categories, they have been dominant in the first period of play. They just have struggled at times to maintain the leads they build in the first two periods of play. But here we go. The Rangers up on into the offensive end, into the corner, to the far side, along the boards, down low. Lafreniere sending it to the point, front of the Rangers, along now to the far side. Loose puck, taken out by the Penguins. 2-on-1 into the zone, but going to be taken back by defense of the Rangers to the near side. Along the boards, to the near side. Carlson passing, redirected by Malkin. Easy save there by Shesterkin. Passing over to Novak. Along the boards, trying to find somewhere to go. Sending it down to Gino. Gino across to the far side. Shot from the corner. Going to be redirected to the near corner down low. That's going to be Novak trying to get there. Puck goes to the far side. Wotherspoon getting in there. Offensive zone time, about 3.5 minutes so far for the Penguins to 56 seconds for the Rangers. As the Rangers clear the zone, but taken back by Pittsburgh, going the other way, into the offensive end, around to the far side. It gets sent after getting dumped in. To the far side, the Rangers taking it out. Here comes a 1-on-2 for the Rangers, taking it down low, trying to find somewhere to go to the near side, to the point. That's going to be Schneider's shot. It goes off a body along the near side, moving it out the other way, and puck gets cleared all the way out for a Penguins icing. All right. So we'll see. 9:47 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Penguins lead, but the Penguins have been dominant. The Rangers have had a few rushes. The Penguins have had more sustained pressure. So we'll see. Let's see. Can't even be mad. Canada lost. They choked. Yeah. Yeah, especially with how badly they've acted. Exactly. Since USA won, they have been so like, salty. The thing is, Canada, you've been dominant for so long, and the U.S. has not won gold since 1980. It has been 46 years. Give it a break. So here we go. The Rangers not going to get hit with an offside. Over to the far side. The Pens passing across into the offensive end. Shot. Not able to get a shot off his Brazeau. And the Rangers taking it back out the other way. Along the boards to the near side. The Pens with possession at center. Ben Kindle moving it along the far side. Let's see. Shout out Jack Hughes. He's oh, yeah. Jack Hughes, man. He's just a great player. Great player. And props to Penguins fans for giving them a standing ovation. You know, not all fans would have done that, especially for a division rival like that. Major props to Pens fans for that. I would have done the same thing. So here we go to the near side. The Pens trying to move it out the other way into the offensive end. They dump it to the far side. Taken by the Rangers to the near side. Gavrikov passing it across. Moving it now to the far side through center. Here come the Rangers. That's going to be off the stick here of Kartai to the near side. Not able to move it out. Should be losing. Nah, man. The Pens should be up 2-0 right now. But here we go to the near side, down low, racing to the far side, kicked up by the Rangers into the corner. The Pens racing for it now behind the net. That's going to be Ryan Shay with it. Along the far side, taken by the Rangers into the neutral zone. Over to the far side, 2-on-2 into the zone. Pass going to be chopped up a little bit. Down low behind the net, the Rangers with it to the far side along the boards. Down low, taken back by the Penguins. Moving it out wing to wing to the near side. Connor Clifton with speed into the offensive end. He takes it down low. We got a whistle. Was that offside? That wasn't offside. Come on. Are they saying it was offside? Yeah, I want another look at that. I don't know that it was offside, but we'll see. Pens 8-2 in the last 10. Yeah. The Islanders are on a 5-game losing streak. The Penguins are in a really good spot. The problem with the Penguins, there is one problem. Their upcoming schedule is a schedule from hell. Their schedule for the month of March, I've been referencing it time and time again, but they have 3 games against the current Metropolitan Division leader, the Carolina Hurricanes, 2 games against the Pacific Division leader in the Vegas Golden Knights, and they have, 2 games against the Central Division leader in the Colorado Avalanche. Not to mention a game against Dallas, game against the Isles, the Red Wings. In there, they also got Utah, the Flyers, which Pens Flyers is always tough. It's always tight. And they got the Buffalo Sabres, not to mention the Bruins twice. So the Penguins' month of March, man, at least you can watch some good hockey. That is true. That is true. But the month of March is going to be a make or break for the Penguins. So, we'll see. But the Islanders, again, the Islanders are still in a pretty solid spot. I mean, looking at the standings real quick, I pull it up. Really, it's not that bad. You got 2 points up on the Capitals and 2 games in pocket. The biggest threat, I would say, is Columbus. Because they are in a situation where they could have, I think it's, 69 points in the same amount of games? Goal differential here for the Penguins. Penguins goal differential is plus 26. Washington's is plus 15. And Columbus is dead even. So, we'll see. We will see. 76ers got a brutal schedule. Well, I wouldn't know because I don't know much basketball. But the Islanders are at plus 8. So, while the Capitals can be dangerous, you have games in pocket on the Capitals. Columbus has games in pocket on you. That's the team I'd be a bit more concerned with. But again, that's assuming they win their games in pocket. Just keep getting a couple of wins here and there. You'll be fine. That's kind of my honest opinion. I think the Islanders are a really good lock to make the playoffs or close to it. As long as they just don't fall off a cliff. Let me actually pull up their schedule real quick. So the Penguins battling along the far side, and the Rangers going to take it back into the offensive end along the far side boards. Trying to move it out. The Pens taking it away in the defensive end to the near side. Gino up through center to Novak. Novak into the offensive end towards Gino. Not able to connect. Novak back and going to be intercepted by Mika Zibanejad. To the far side he goes. Moving it in the other way. Taken back by the Rangers into the defensive end. Zibanejad with that puck. Let me go ahead and pull this up over here and pull up Islanders. Let me see here. Islanders. So the Pens in the defensive end with that puck wing to wing and back again to the near side. As we cross 7 minutes to play here in the first period, the Pens have held the Rangers to only 2 shots on goal. So, moving it around the near side, Rust looking for some help. Not going to get much, taken back by the Rangers to the far side. That's going to be off the stick, I believe, of Morrow. Working it up the far side on a pass into the offensive end for the Rangers. Wing to wing, intercepted in the defensive end. Here come the Penguins. Carlson to Rust. Rust into the offensive end with speed. Shot denied. I thought that might have went through like an in and out, but they're not saying a goal. Over to the near side, pass intercepted by Zibanejad. He flips it out. That was a zinger by Rust. 84 mile an hour. Man. But here we go. With that puck going to be Sam Girard. Wing to the far side. Moving it out the other way. And the Rangers taking it back. Rust with 19 goals this season. 20 plus each of the past 6 seasons. Well, he's going to get 20 plus this year again. So here we go into the offensive end. Sam Carrick going to send it in. Getting to it's going to be Girard. Along the near side, moving it out the other way. Here comes Brazeau. Into the offensive end. Nope, going to be taken back and back into the defensive end. Battling for it down low. And the Pen's going to move it out the other way. Mantha hits Kindle. Into the neutral zone to the offensive end. Ooh, that's going to be offside. Yep, that's an offside. But looking at the Islanders. Yeah, you got Anaheim. San Jose can be a thorn in the side. Montreal, Dallas, Columbus, that's a huge one. Buffalo and Pittsburgh. But that March schedule is not bad. You should be fine, Cookie Monster. I mean, I could see the Islanders. How many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games? I think the Islanders could pull out 10 or 11 wins in that. And that's going to do it. That is all but going to do it for a playoff spot. So, looking at that, I mean, the Kings twice, they've been kind of in free fall. Florida's been anything but Florida this year. San Jose has struggled. St. Louis has had their fair share of struggles. Chicago, again, they just have not been looking good. Same with Ottawa. Toronto just fell off a cliff. So, really, the big challenge games, I would say, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Florida, Dallas. And unfortunately, those are 4 games, bing, 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 boom, to end the month. So that is going to be the test for the Islanders. And then going into April, Philly, Carolina, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Carolina. April's not... I would say the Islanders have a pretty good schedule, all things considered. I would say their schedule is fairly favorable for what it could be. So, I wouldn't be worried about them, Cookie Monster. You should be good. That's my honest assessment looking at them. There's a lot of other teams I'm more concerned with, like the Penguins. Because even the Penguins, going into April, they got the Lightning. They got, I guess the Pens April kind of evens it out, but the Capitals twice. That's always a tough series. Florida twice. Twice in home, actually. It's not a home and home. It's back-to-back days in Pittsburgh. The Devils is a tough one, usually. But, you know, the problem with the Penguins is that they just have a brutal March that could put them out of a playoff spot chasing in April. But here we go to the far side. The Rangers with the puck. Under 6 to play in the period. Puck goes out of play. All right. Taking a look at our poll over there in the chat. We've had 15 votes on that poll, and we are splitting 73% for the Penguins. Taking a look at the Rangers turnover since 2024 President's Trophy. Ryan Lindgren traded, Chris Kreider traded, Keandre Miller traded, Artemi Panarin traded, and these have all been in the last 12 months. Lindgren was traded in March. Panarin was traded back in February. I mean, it's just been a lot of moves from this Rangers team. But here we go. The Penguins offensive zone draw won by the Rangers to the far side. Gonna try and flip it out. They will. Taken back by the Pens to the near side. Passing to Gino in tied up along the boards. And taken now by Novak, dumping it up into the offensive end, back in behind Shesterkin. To the near side to Vladislav Gavrikov, over to Zibanejad to the far side. Along the boards, moving it in front of the benches. Mika Zibanejad going to get to it into the offensive end, down low, shot from the corner, not going to go. Wrapping it around to the near side, loose puck, and it's going to be sent back into the offensive end for the Rangers, down low. Cooley with that puck, working, Tanger playing aggressive press, over to the near side, Zibanejad now, passing across, centering it to the far side, along the board, shot, not going to go, over to the near side, top of the zone, Gavrikov sending it down low, behind the net to the far side, along the boards to the top of the zone, shot from the corner, not going to go, around to the near side, the puck goes loose, maintained out the other way, and it's going to be in the neutral zone, Gino, over to Tommy Novak, back and across, not able to connect, and the puck gets cleared out, taken back by the Rangers, 2-on-2 into the offensive end, down low along the far side, looking for some help along the boards, handing it off, and a shot not going to go. Loose over to the far side, and Connor Clifton not able to poke it away. Over to the near side, taken back by the Penguins now, kicking it up to the far side boards, into the offensive end, taken back by the Rangers to the near side, into the offensive end. They go back in behind the net, and it's going to be iced by the Rangers. Let me take a look over here. How are we doing on this? We are rolling. Okay. Now, taking a look at the upcoming national schedule, you got the Bruins and Flyers, Kings, Flames. Tomorrow, you got Vegas, Pittsburgh, which we'll be live for. And Tuesday, you got the Florida Panthers taking on the New Jersey Devils. So, should be a pretty fun slate of national games if you're looking to watch some hockey. But here we go. Far side offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Won by Pittsburgh. Shot not going to go. Wide now back in behind the net. Over to the far side. Taken in front and taken back by the Rangers. Looking for a trip. And they're going to get the trip. Son of a gun. The Penguins are going to the sin bin now. Looks like it's going to be Blake Lizotte. Going to be the guilty party on that one. Let's see. What is going on over here? What's going on over here? Oh, it's just that chat catching up. Let me set that over to live chat, because that is not what I'm looking for. Or top chat. We'll just do that. Whatever. That's fine. Let me go ahead and put the power play graphic up for the Rangers. Just trying to coordinate a couple of other things here as well. So the Rangers going to have the game's third power play, their first of the day, as Lizotte gets 2 for slashing, not tripping. Okay. Oh, here we go. Ready to roll, far side faceoff in the Rangers offensive end. And faceoff going to be won by Achari, back in behind. Here comes Clifton to the near side. Moving it up the other way. Passing and clearing all the way out. It's going to be Fox now with the puck to the near side. Trying to move it, passing it back to Mika Zibanejad into the offensive end. He's going to send it on a shot. Played by Miller over to the near side. Going to be cleared out by the Penguins again. And it's going to be Mika Zibanejad racing for that puck. He takes it, passing it up to the near side. JT Miller passing back to Fox. Fox taking it in, looking for Miller. Back up to the near corner. Zibanejad over to the far side. Trocheck back to the point to Fox. Fox shot, gonna be denied to the near side. Mika Zibanejad now along the boards, sending it down for Trocheck. Back to Mika, back to the point to Fox. Fox takes a shot, not gonna go. Over to the far side. Kindle taking a piece of that, and he's gonna get that puck and shovels it all the way out. Here comes a race for that puck. And nope, okay, Russ had a chance, but Lafreniere going to take it back now to Perreault. Up into the offensive end he goes, puck gets loose, taken back, cleared out again by the Penguins. 50 seconds to go here on the power play. Kindle not in the best of conditions on the bench right now. He looks like he's in a little bit of pain. But Perreault going to send it to the far corner. 40 seconds left on the power play. Laba to the near side. Along the boards to Brisson. Back down low. Tied up for that puck. Trying to free it out here along the boards. Going to be taken by Novak. Here comes, or not Novak, Dewar, sorry. He's going to send it up into the offensive end, into the near corner to Gavrikov. Taking it back, 20 seconds to go on that power play to Perot. Into the offensive end, he's going to go, passing to Brisson, back down low. Looking for somewhere to go to the far side, backing across to Perot. Sending it up to the point to Gavrikov to the far side. Cooley sending a shot, not going to go. Taken back by the Penguins. Moving it out the other way. Here comes Bryan Rust as they are full strength. Down low, not able to get the shot off. Back on behind the net, battling for that puck. Tied up, down low, bodies colliding along the boards. Not even able to get up is Bryan Rust. Now going to try and get up, still tied up, and the puck comes loose to the near side. That's going to be Avery Hayes to the corner to Tanger, shot, not going to go. Over to the far side, getting for Gerard, sending it down low. Behind, Rust gets held up, and the Rangers are going back to the same bin. 2 minutes, holding, or interference. Rust finally drawing the call on that. He was pinned down for far too long, finally drawing the call on that one. I'll be interested to see what the actual ruling is. It's definitely a penalty. They are getting the hold. He was holding up Bryan Rust aggressively to the point where Rust could not pursue the puck. I mean, right there, he was held up for a long time. He was held up for almost a whole lap around the net. But taking a look at Kindle, from that shot from Fox, he took it right to the arm into the midsection. So, hopefully he's going to be good. But Vladislav Gavrikov in the bin for holding. Ready to roll here. Let's go for another Pittsburgh Penguins power play. Ben Kindle back on the ice for the Penguins. Gonna take the draw here again to Mika Zibanejad, and Zibanejad winning the draw. Down low along the far side, gonna get cleared up by the Rangers. The Pens gonna give chase. All the way back in behind to the near side, taken by Tanger. Tanger now from center in the defensive end, up now into the center ice area to Novak. Passing across, chasing down low is going to be Chinikov. Into the corner, trying to find somewhere to move it. Tied up for that puck, comes loose, freed up, and cleared by the Rangers. Now over to Stu, going to leave it to the near side. Taken by Tanger. Under a minute to go here in this first period. A minute 26 to go on the power play for the Penguins. Over to Kindle. Passing across Novak. Shot! Not gonna go. Over to the far side. Gonna get cleared out again by the Rangers. And this power play, the Pens got about a 42 seconds really of effective power play time because of the intermission. Tanger over to Gino. Gino in over to the far side to Rust. It back up to the point. Raquel Mantha shot. Not going to go. Back over to Raquel. Over to Carlson. Carlson down low to Gino. Back up to the point to Carlson. Carlson looking for somewhere to move it. Going over to Rust to the point. Back down low to Gino. Gino up to Carlson. Carlson sending it towards Rust. Gets deflected and cleared out the other way. Racing for it, gonna be able to try and get possession. Thankfully, Mantha's able to get on top, bit to the near side to Rust. Rust over to Gino. Gino looking to pass it across. Mantha's shot goes wide, and that is how we are gonna go to the end of the first period with a score. The Pittsburgh 11 Penguins 1, the New York Rangers nothing. Shots on goal this period, real quick, for those who are keeping track, is going to be 10 shots on goal for the Penguins, and the Rangers, high volume shooters they are, only got 2 shots. So, yeah. Just saying. Oh my gosh. Taking a look at the hits, the Rangers dishing out 9-3. The Rangers, though, having 14 PIMs in that first period. Wow. So taking a look real quick, how did those PIMs even come? That's what it was. So it was a 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct of Vincent Trocheck, served by Alex Lafreniere. Which means, does that mean Trocheck's done for the unsportsmanlike conduct? Is he done for the day then? We'll see. I have not seen Trocheck in a hot minute, so it might be that he's done. But we'll see. Then the Penguins, only 2 PIMs coming from Blake Lizotte. But yeah, we shall see. They don't have the Gavrikov penalty in there, so that is actually going to be 16 PIMs this period. Let me hit this little reload to make sure it is up to date. And it is. I don't know why they don't have Vladislav Gavrikov. Unless it's because the penalty hasn't fully expired or whatever. I don't know. But taking a look, Stu has 2 saves. Let's see. Wait, why so early? What do you mean so early? I mean, it's a Saturday afternoon. They play hockey Saturday afternoons. So it's not, they don't play a lot of games in the afternoons on Saturdays, but they do. They'll play, you know, maybe 1 game, maybe 2 games at a time. So, but yeah, that is where we sit right now, taking a look, the Rangers being dominant in the face-off circles. But yeah. But how you doing? I didn't do it. Oh man, let's see. Taking a look at a couple of other things here. Let me go over there and bada bing, bada boom. There we go. I love the way Hayes is playing. That elbow by the ref, though. Yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good, man. Another European. That's pretty cool, bro. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's 120 here on the East Coast, so it makes sense for them to be playing this right now. But yeah, the thing is me. The ref did what the ref needed to do. The problem was Morrow basically checked Avery Hayes into the ref. So the ref was up on the bench. The refs are supposed to jump up onto the bench when the action's coming, but then Morrow checked Avery Hayes into the ref. So that's what happened. So, but the thing that's more concerning to me, Bisme, is that goaltender interference. So basically, if you breathe on a goalie wrong, it's goalie interference. Oh, it was a nasty shot. Don't get me wrong. I saw that. I'm like, ooh, he took a nasty shot from either the ref or from the Rangers bench. And then we saw the replay. But yeah, like, I think what they were trying to say is that the goalie wanted to kick his left leg out just a little bit more to be able to get a bit more leverage. But like, come on, that didn't affect the save. That's ridiculous. Oh, man. Yeah, oh yeah. Avery Hayes immediately afterwards tried to take out. Just went right back at Morrow. He did not like that hit at all. And I don't blame him. Go for it. Oh, man. What's good, Pascal? Let's see. I didn't do his thing. Had like against Panthers, dude, was literally poking goalie, catching glove, and yeah. So like, you can poke the goalie's glove, but you can't stop the goalie from getting 1 more degree vertical. That's BS. Oh my gosh. Where's the Pirate stream? Bro, we're not going to be doing much baseball until the baseball season, and really once hockey wraps up. The main part of this channel is hockey. So really, we're going to be doing a lot of hockey, and then as the hockey season winds down, as there's no hockey streams, you know, we'll fill in with some Pirate streams, some baseball streams. But I can't really do as much baseball because I don't have like the pro package or whatever it is. Like, I have ESPN Plus, which gives me every hockey game, but like, I don't have the equivalent for the MLB. So yeah, that is where we sit real quick. Okay, now they updated the PIMS there to reflect the penalty by Vladislav Gavrikov. But yeah, the one lone goal was Anthony Mantha on the power play, assisted by Eric Carlson and Brian Rust. There should have been another goal, but you know, the refs say that daring to stop the goalie from getting an extra degree of comfort is goalie interference, not part of the game. I don't know. But I want to take a look here, because Philip Hollander, we had some news on him. So I want to see here. Philip Hollander, because I think wasn't he sent down to Wilkes? He was recalled from a conditioning stint with Wilkes-Barre Scranton on Friday. Hollander remains in reserve for now, but he may be activated prior to Saturday's game versus Rangers. He's recovering from a blood clot in his leg, which has cost him more than 3 months of action. Hollander figures to be a bottom 6 option for the Penguins once he gets back into the lineup. So, essentially, nothing yet. But, ooh, Sagan. Oh my gosh, that's a big loss for Dallas. Tyler Sagan, ACL. Ooh. Not a lot of ACLs in hockey, but just don't like that. Let me see if we have any other news here. Who is in goal? Well, in net for the Pittsburgh Penguins is going to be Stuart Motherlovin Skinner, with Artur Shilovs backing him up. And for the Rangers is Igor Shesterkin, with Jonathan Quick backing him up. So those are our 2 goalies for tonight. But the interesting thing for the Penguins is your top line is Chinikov, Novak, Malkin. Which is just... I have not seen Gino on the top line that often. It's just not something you see when you got Sidney Crosby that basically plays the same position as him. But then, you know, I do like what the Penguins did in terms of we're not going to mess with line chemistry unless we have to. Dan Muse tried that before when Gino was gone, and it was a disaster. But this time, he has kept 3 out of his 4 lines exactly the same because they've been clicking. The only line that was adjusted was the Raquel Rust Crosby line because you can't have Crosby on the line when Crosby's on IR. So that's where you throw in Avery Hayes, who has been an absolute gem for the Penguins. And from what I heard, he really had to come a long way to get here. Man, what's the timeline on Sid? I think last I heard it was 4 weeks. What's good, Colin? I've been super busy lately, but I watched it. Well, I appreciate it, man. You didn't really miss too much. We covered a lot of curling. Oh, man. But the curling was awesome. I never thought in a million years the biggest stream I would have done on this channel would be curling. But if I go to the channel analytics, in the top 4 streams that I have done, 3 of them are curling. We have Sweden versus USA mixed doubles curling, Canada versus USA women's curling, and USA Great Britain mixed doubles curling. Never in a million years thought those would be my 3 biggest streams, but hey, we take it. Oh man, I like your concussion for curling matches when stones are set, or conclusion. Yeah, I mean that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed doing curling. It was a lot of fun. Doing that. So let's see. Oh man. Oh, curling. You get beat up for curling in my town, bro. Curling is awesome. Curling is awesome, man. It is chess on ice, and if you're not thinking, you know, you got to think when you're throwing a stone, where am I going to throw it? But you also got to think, what is my opponent going to do when I make that stone? And then you got to think, how am I going to respond to what my opponent will do when I throw this stone? We disagree. Fair enough. I love the mind games. I love the mind games aspect. I know it's not like your typical Winter Olympic sport, because apart from curling, the Winter Olympics is all either you are on a massive knife or you're throwing yourself off a mountain. That's what the Olympics are for the Winter Olympics, except for curling. Ice Stars looks fun to play, not to watch. It is fun to play. Watching it, I'll admit, can be a little bit tough if you're not sure what's going on, if you're not sure on the strategy, which I had to learn a lot of strategy for this. But you know, it's a lot of fun to play. Although you gotta make sure that you stay balanced. You cover figure skating, I'm pulling myself. Bro, nah, we ain't doing that. Or going 120 on sleds. Yes, but also the sleds are on knives. So technically you're still on knives. Because the sleds, the luge sleds, the skeleton sleds, they're all on knives, essentially. I saw that, I'm like, that is perfect. The entire Winter Olympics is either you are somehow on knives or throwing yourself off a mountain for fun. So, although, you know what was crazy? It was the men's bob run 2. That was legitimately redonkulous. Bro, they had 3 sleds tip over at the same point. 2 of them were back to back, including Trinidad and Tobago. How dare we? How dare we let Trinidad and Tobago fall over like that? I'll admit, bobsled, I didn't give it the credit was due. I will admit, I didn't give it the credit was due in my Olympic sport rankings. One dude got neck surgery. Was that the Austrian? The Austrian that had to be pulled out on the stretcher? Like, that was just... I don't know if they took a look at it, but like that corner was just ridiculous. I mean, that was the corner of death. But I would presume that would be the Austrian that got stretchered out. Because everybody else walked out for the other sleds. Oh, there goes my pain meds. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, all the sleds tipping over at that place. Oof. Although I do gotta say, I did get a chance in Lake Placid, New York, when we went there about 10 years ago. I got a chance to go down the actual Olympic bobsled course from the Lake Placid Olympics, which was like really cool. A lot of people were unqualified to be at the Olympics. I would say, but nobody was as unqualified as Raygun was. And uh-oh. Hold on. We don't got hockey anymore. We got an ABC News special report. Thank you, News. Talking about the U.S. and Israel conducting strikes in Iran and Iran launching retaliatory strikes. Not quite what I was thinking when we were going to be covering hockey, but they're interrupting it for a special news report. Or a special report. At least we're not missing hockey, I don't think. Whoa. Khamenei's residence, oh my gosh, leveled to the ground. Wow. But yeah, we're trying to watch hockey and that. Yeah, Raygun, she got the sport banned at future Olympics. That was rough, man. I never watched the video because I didn't need to watch the Olympics that time because, quite frankly, I didn't need to watch it when they're going to go ahead and mock Christianity, when they're going to mock everything in this book by trying to make the Last Supper full of drag queens. I'm sorry, I don't need to watch that. I don't need to support that. So Paris 24 was dead to me, but one of my buddies showed me the full clip of Raygun. I'm like, oh my gosh. How did anybody ever think that would be a good Olympic sport? It's not graceful. It's not, you know what I mean? The reason that figure skating gets away with it is because figure skating is graceful. You know what I mean? That's not the case when you're like, that's not graceful. That is doing a haywire robot. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you ABC for planning that to be during the intermission because, yeah. I didn't want to miss hockey because of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you can get your neck, let's see. You can get your neck cut if you do pair figure skating. That is true. You might be disappointed. Next Winter Olympics in France. I am hoping that France learned their lesson from 24 or 22 or 24. 24. Yeah, I'm hoping they learned their lesson from 24 because I really do want to watch in 2030. But if they didn't, then I don't know what we're going to do on this channel for those 2 weeks because I will not be covering the Olympics. Simple as that. I won't be covering the Olympics if they're going to mock Christianity again because I don't need to support that. You know? There's a lot of things I'll tolerate, but mocking Christianity, absolutely not. So, man. They said they're going to fake that massive football field and split it in half for hockey. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't even watch the hockey. I would not even watch the hockey. I would not support that Olympics. I mean, again, there are things I will tolerate, but I will not tolerate the mocking of my religion. I will stand up for that. I will stand up for that, you know? So, you know, we'll see. But I really hope they don't do that. Agree with you, brother. The tournament, absolutely. Absolutely. So I wouldn't even watch anything with the hockey or anything like that, you know? When they're going out and openly mocking it, I mean, there's some point where it's like, yeah, no. Let's see. James, would you rather mock Christianity or the Penguins? I would rather them mock the Penguins. Even though it says in scripture that Christians will face persecution, especially as the end times grow nearer, I would stand up for my religion. They should put 5v5s OT for medal games. I could see that. I could see that. I would not be opposed to that. Man. But yeah, we'll see. This. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing, is that the way that we should be fighting our battles is not through physical battles. And we also need to remember, and this is something that I used for the verse of the day actually a couple days ago, is Ephesians 6:16 or 6:12, which I can pull it up here real quick. I am learning where everything is, and I know Ephesians is back here. But this is one thing, especially as, these times become more and more pagan, is Ephesians 6:12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Even though it may look like the battle may be A versus B, it's a battle in the spiritual realm. Everything in the physical world is a manifestation of what's happening in the spiritual world. And that's something that we need to be all aware of, So, but we're getting ready for the second period. You're getting ready to roll. And we'll see. Taking a look at our poll over there in the chat. We are splitting 19 votes, 79% for the Penguins, 21% for the Rangers. So let me go ahead and pull this up and take a look over there. Okay, there we go. All right. So we are ready to roll here, getting pretty close to the second period. Let me grab myself one more Coke Zero for period number 2. And we'll get this game rolling. The best soda ever made, Coke Zero. Lock that. There we go. So here we go. Second period, the Rangers winning the draw, clearing the zone out, and the Pens still have about 22 seconds of power play time. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Coming over to the far side and ready to roll. Over to the near side, Gino passing across down low towards Gino, back in behind the net to the near side. Along the boards, going to get cleared up by the Rangers. And to the near side they go. Mantha, wing to Raquel, back up to the far side shot. Not going to go for Rust. Back to full strength we go. 5-on-5 hockey. Puck gets cleared out. Racing for it now. The Rangers taking it into the offensive end to the near side. Not able to connect with Mika Zibanejad. Taken by Gino. Over to the near side. That's going to be Raquel over to Novak. Working to the near side. Down low pass. Shot going to go wide to the far side. And around to the far side boards. Cleared up by the Rangers. Not going to be iced, though. Over to the near side to Samuel Girard. Along the boards. Into the offensive end they go. Back over to the far side corner. Down low to the near side for the Rangers. Moving it out the other way. Wing to wing. The Pens in the neutral zone. Over to the far side. Avery Hayes now going to move it along the boards. And taken back by the Rangers. Wing to the near side they go. Getting ready to move it back. Taken there by Fox. Wing to wing in the defensive end. Working with it now to the far side. Up on into the offensive end they go. And that's going to be Girard over to the near side. Back in behind the net. Trying to find a way to move it. Slowing it down just a little bit here. Looking at Girard. 9 season with the Avalanche. Uh-oh! That's a loud one. So here we go, the Pens on the far side, along the corner, down low to the far point, across to the near side, Shay. Shay working with that puck over to the near side, shot, and he scores! Ryan Shay! Let's replay that horn for him, let's go, baby! You ain't taking that one back! You ain't taking that one back from us, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man, a beauty. Ryan Shay sends it. Not sure if it got tipped by Dura or Achari, but a nice play there. It actually might have got tipped off of off of Morrow. It was Shay. Shay takes it, sends the shot. It was either that or it was off of Novak. Or off of Dewar. But either way, we'll see who scored the goal here. Over to the near side. Along the boards, down low, that's going to be Sam Carrick. Going to be taken back by Lizotte to the far side. Now going to be over to Achari into the offensive end. Looking to find somewhere to go. Passing in front, not going to connect. Over to the near side. Sam Carrick in the neutral zone, passing up into the offensive end. Going to send it down low. Taylor Radish trying to get there. There is Shay as well. Over to Clifton. Over to the near side of Lizotte. That's actually going to go to Ryan Shay. First goal in the last 6 games. 4th goal of the season for him. And back on in behind the net to the far side. Along the boards, the Penguins passing across to the near side into the offensive end. Connor Clifton not able to control it. Collides into the boards. And the Rangers taking it back, going the other way through center ice. Up on into the offensive end they go. Working with that puck down low. Pass shot. Not going to go. Back another shot on the rebound. 3rd shot denied again. Let's go, Stu. Over to the near side, to the point, kept in by the Rangers, into the corner behind the net, Parker Wotherspoon. Over to the near side, along the boards. Gonna move it up now. Here come the Penguins. Stretch pass to the far blue line in front of the net. Played by Shesterkin to the near side, along the boards. Passing across, up over to the far side they go. Into the offensive end, working with it now, and that's going to be Mika Zibanejad. Over to the far side, down low, into the corner. Playing it around to the near side, tied up. There's Cooley. Working it around now to the far side. 14 shots on goal for the Penguins now, 2 for the Rangers. Over to the near side, and along the boards, gets cleared in the neutral ice. Into the offensive end to the near side, played by the Rangers, kicked up through center. Into the offensive end they go, working with it around now in the neutral zone, taken back the other way. Kindle gonna pass back, Chinikov now into the offensive end, dancing shot, and going to be saved by Shesterkin. Nice shot there by Chinikov, nice opportunity, but an easy glove save there for Igor Shesterkin. Okay. There we go. Move that over there. There we go. Oh yeah, that was a nice little save there. Taking a look again at that goal. A nice little sneaker. So here we go. 14 shots. Actually going to be 15 shots on goal for the Penguins. 2 for the Rangers all game. Yeah, the Penguins are playing pretty strong defensively. And offensively, they're generating opportunities. But here we go. Schneider going to clear that puck out all the way into the Penguins' defensive end, racing for it down low. Along the boards, now in front to the near side. Sending it around, that's Borgen into the corner to the far. Puck gets deflected into the corner. Backing around Laba over to the far side. That's going to be played off of the stick there of Kartai to the near side. From the corner, shot denied. Over to the area behind the net. That's going to be Novak playing it over to the far side from Lizotte. Going to get cleared up into the center ice area. Taken back by the Rangers. Clearing it into the zone. Going to be taken back by Tanger behind his own net. Stretch pass to the near side off of Chinikov and all the way out the other way. Taken by Adam Fox. Into the offensive end now after a pass to the near side. Cross ice intercepted in the defensive end. Taken back by the Rangers. Loose puck into the near corner. Racing along the boards. Tied up down low to the far side. There goes Connor Clifton. Not able to battle for it fully yet. Over to the near side, Shay. Still tied up down low behind the net. Dangerous area to be tied up. And that puck gonna come loose to the near side. Shay handling it, trying to move it up the other way. Here comes the chance. Body goes sliding. The puck gonna be taken by the Rangers. We got a whistle. Let's see. Not quite sure what we got the whistle for. Looking at Raquel. Looking at, it's gonna be number 43, Sherry. So we'll see. We shall see. They are trying to coordinate where the faceoff's going to be, what needs to happen here. And taking a look, talking about Mika Zibanejad. I'm just trying to kind of figure out what happened. Oh, just a whistle. So here we go. Faceoff going to be won by Zibanejad to Schneider, clearing it out, taking back Wotherspoon, and the Penguins are going to be offside. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, man. So, let's see. Let us see here. Face off in the neutral zone, won by the Rangers over to the far side. Moving it around to the near side, up on into the Pens defensive end, taken back by Pittsburgh, intercepted by the Rangers at center ice. Into the offensive end, Perot, sending it around to the far side. Can't connect with Zibanejad now behind the net to the near side to the corner. Over to Borgen. Down low, sending it along the boards, tied up, goes loose to the top of the zone. Shot from the corner, not going to go. Nice save by Stu. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Let us see. Okay. Taking a look on X here. See if there's any other worthy news while we are waiting on the face-off here. Okay. Let us see. So, ready to roll. Looking at JT Miller, hopping over to the bench, changing out a helmet. The Rangers, 1.96 goals per game at home this season. Almost half a goal fewer than any other team. That is bad. Very bad. So, here we go. Oh, another whistle right after the draw. And we shall see here. Waiting on the whistle here. We're waiting on the face-off. Are they trying to figure out something? Nope, they're just talking about how bad the Rangers have been at home this year. 2 regulation wins at home. That's bad. A quick shot by the Rangers, not going to go over to the far side, into the corner down low. Near the red line, tied up, puck gets cleared to the top of the zone. They can't maintain it. Taken back by the Rangers. Since when is dropping the gloves not a penalty? I don't even know, man. I missed it. I must have missed it. But a pass across in front, not going to go. Over to the far side, along the boards, tied up down low. And back on into the corner, taken back. That's going to be Vincent Trocheck to the near side. Back in behind the net along the boards. Getting it cleared out the other way, Parker Wotherspoon to the near side, sending it in the defensive end. 13.5 to go here in period number 2 along the near side. Lazat chasing it into the corner in the offensive end. Over to the far side along the boards, trying to move it out the other way. Pass going to be taken by the Rangers over to the near side. Rangers, oh my gosh, the Rangers just have not been good at home. They have not found a way to be good. I don't know what it is. It's just whenever they're home, they don't know how to play hockey. But back in behind the net, they go over to the near side, top of the zone. Fox wing to the far side. Down into the corner now, working it around, top of the zone in front. Going to be redirected by the Penguins. Taking back now, Fox to the near side, shot, loose in front of the net. Tanger able to get there for now. Playing it around the near side, along the boards, clearing it up. Taken by the Rangers, wing to wing, far side, shot to the near side. Going to go wide. And along the near side, boards tied up for that puck near the blue line. Kept into the offensive end to the far side. Shot for the Rangers, denied. Over to the near side, high up near the netting. Not going to go into it, though. And around in front, shot, and a nice save by Stu. Anthony Mantha getting a little extracurricular there with Mika Zibanejad a little bit. Oh, man. But some beautiful chances here at both ends of the ice for both of these teams. This has been a really good game. So we'll see. We will see. Let me take a look here. Let me see. Just taking a look. Oh, man. Yeah, just taking a look here again. All I'm finding on X is just all the news about how we're entering World War III right now. That is all I am seeing. Okay, Mr. Ash, you are wrong. I am sorry. Visual Basic? BBA? Easy? I'm sorry. I am sorry. C is a lot easier, I would say, than VBA. And they labeled C as hard. Oh my gosh. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I can't. I can't. Okay. Let us see. Taking a look again on X. Okay. So, we are back here in MSG, ready to roll. And here we go. Let us see. So they're talking with Eric Carlson. Just trying to see what he has to say. All right, so they are wrapping that up. Not a whole lot there. Just, standard stuff. But 12:14 to go here in period number 2 in this one. Ready to roll. Over to the near side corner. Down low along the boards. In front of the net, chance Zibanejad passing to the point. Shot denied. Wide far left. And that puck going to be cleared out into the neutral zone. Giving chase Chinikov with that puck. Over to the near side. Novak shot. Nice save by Shesterkin. Gotta give the man his dues. Nice save. Whoop-de-doo. Unfortunately enough, it was a great save. The greatest save that anyone's ever seen. Believe me, I've seen some great saves. Get my little heater on. I want a little heat. But here we go. Under 12 to play here in period number 2. Face off in the near side in the Penguins offensive end. Ready to roll. Here we go. I'm going to take the draw here is going to be Tommy Novak for the Penguins. Ready to roll along the near side boards. And waiting on the draw. Had a face draw or a false draw. But here we go. Getting the boot is going to be one of the Rangers. So taking the draw now is going to be, I believe, Trocheck. Either Trocheck or Radish, but I believe it's Trocheck. Could be Radish. Either way, to the near side, battling for it into the corner down low. Trying to move it around along the boards over to the far side. Will Borgen and Gino tied up for it. Gino coming away with it now in front. Gets taken down. Still tied up. Chinikov now up to the top far corner. Working with that puck. Down low behind the net now. And around to the far side they go along the boards. Trying to find a way to free it up. Gino does behind the net. Back over to Gino along the boards. Up to the point. Shot. And going to be saved. Puck goes out of play. All right. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm just trying to take a look here, see if there's any other news. As we're taking a look at Ben Kindle, seeing if he's all right. Okay. So, far side faceoff going to be won by the Rangers. Down low, working with it out and down to the far side. The Rangers coming up, taking a look at Ben Kindle as he has been absolutely electric in his rookie year. Over to the far side, along the boards, down low. Behind the net is Stu. To the far side, a stick is broken in along the boards. Over to the far side, still now from the point. Shot for the Rangers, going to go wide or left. Back in front of the net. Trying to free it out. It can be taken by Tanger, but we got a whistle here. It's going to be a penalty on the Penguins. Son of a gun. Well, the Rangers are going to have their second power play of the game here. Going to be the game's fifth power play. And Ricard Raquel is going to the sin bin. Okay. Oh, we'll see here. Trying to see what the call is. It's going to be 2 minutes for hooking on Ricard Racal. Okay. So, let's see. Ready to roll now. Top of the zone gets cleared out by the Penguins. And here they go. Around to the far side. That's going to be Fox sending it around. Leaving it back for Zibanejad. Wing to Miller. Over to the far side. Going to send it around. That's going to be Trocheck along the boards. Moving it down low. Now back over to Miller. Miller down to Lafreniere. Back to Miller. Back to Lafreniere. Tit for tat. Passing across in front of the net. Trocheck can't get there in time. Back up to Fox. Working with it now to the near side. That's going to be Miller. Miller back up to Fox. Fox working with it. Oh no. Back over to Miller. Miller back to Fox. Fox across to Trocheck. Trocheck back to Fox. Fox around the near side to Miller. Doing a lot of passing, not a lot of shooting. Shoot the puck. Trocheck pass. Shot. He scores. Don't shoot the puck. That's going to be Mika Zibanejad on the goal there. We'll give them their due, I guess. I didn't know that was where the goal was going to be. I said, if you want to score, shoot the puck. And they shoot the puck. Oh my gosh. The Burj Khalifa was almost hit as part of this whole Iranian conflict. You almost just lost the tallest building in the world. Huh. Or sorry, tallest skyscraper. Say what you want if it's on me. We already knew the goal was happening before I said shoot the puck. So here we go. Over to the far side. That's going to be off of the stick of Gerard to the near side. Into the offensive end. Behind the net for Shesterkin. To the far side. Going to send it along the boards. Here come the Rangers. Working around now to move it to the near side. And going to send it over to the far side. We got a whistle. Never mind. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let us see. Oh, again, just taking a look at that goal there by Mika Zibanejad. So, let's see. Again, just trying to take a look on X as well. As they are going to a commercial. So was it actually struck? Was it actually struck? Whoa. Now, somebody's saying it was struck, but I'm not seeing anything that Burj Khalifa was actually struck. Oh, man. Just crazy how much of a powder keg the entire Middle East is. One set of strikes has landed 14 countries being involved. That's just crazy. That is crazy. Man. We're providing some updates on that. Wasn't expecting to, but that's the only thing that's in my X feed right now because I'm trying to find some new hockey news on X. But X is being dominated by that. Oh, man. The second bus coming for the... Bro, no. Oh, my gosh. Just looking at how tight the Eastern Conference is right now, I mean, it is incredible. You got two teams at 80 points. Everybody else is between 74 and 63 for teams that are, like, realistically in the hunt. And there's enough of them. But here we go. We got a near side draw. Going to be between Tommy Novak and Noah Lava. Face-off going to be won by Lava. Working it back in the neutral zone to the far side. Into the offensive end, around to the near corner, down low. Gerard to the far side. along the boards. Tied up for that puck, sending it around. Taking it now to the far corner, top of the zone. Shot going to go wide left. Noah Lava now with that puck down low. Working it around to the near side. Connecting down low along the boards. Moving it up, sending it down behind the net again. There goes Tanger with that puck over to the far side. Tied up, passing across to the near side. The Pens are going to get this one back. Passing it up into the neutral zone towards the offensive end. Chinikov. And passing down low in front. Chance shot. What a nice little job there by Shesterkin. Around to the near side. Chinikov sending it to the far. The Rangers trying to get it back, but going to be maintained by Novak along the boards. Now we're going to be taken back by the Rangers to the near side. Along the boards, moving it up the other way. 8:40 to go. Along the near side. Down low into the corner, trying to free that puck up. Along the boards. Tied up, Mika Zibanejad up to the point with a chance, a shot, not going to go. Taken back up the other way, here comes your chance. The puck going to be taken back by the Rangers to the near side. In the neutral zone to the offensive end they go. Passing across, not able to connect. Along the boards, taken up the other way, but the Rangers getting it right back through center they go. Into the offensive end on the far side. Passing it down low. Connecting on a shot, not able to do so. Along the near side boards they go. Trying to free it up. The Pens taking it back wing to wing. And that puck going to be iced by the Penguins. It was an attempted cross-ice pass all the way up the ice and just could not connect. Man. Oh, let's see here. Okay. So again, just taking a look here. Okay. So, under 8 to play here in this second period, ready to roll. And it's going to be taking Rangers, top of the zone, passing across, shot denied to the far side. Along the boards, down low, big check dished out up against Ricard Raquel. Taken by the near side. Here comes Avery Hayes, sending it into the offensive end of the near corner down low. Brian Russ trying to get there, tied up for that puck. Lafreniere sending it along the boards over to Vincent Trocheck. Wing to wing, never mind, taken back by Blake Lizotte, working with that puck along the boards. Maintained by Fox and the Rangers, sending it up into the offensive end. Parker Wotherspoon now from the near side down low, passing it across. And working with it now to the far side through the center ice area for the Rangers. Man, 20 shot attempts to 8 favoring the Rangers in period number 2. First period was 24-12 favoring the Penguins. But here we go, ready to rumble. From the far side corner, a shot, not going to go, not even going to get to the net. And taken back by the Penguins to the near side. Up on into the offensive end they go. To the near side corner is Achari. Going to go and collide on into the boards after crashing into a body. Along the boards, down low, trying to free that puck up. And going to come loose over towards the far side thanks to Nola Chari. Along the far side, shot, not going to go. Over to the near side, top of the zone, Ryan Shea sending it down low. Over to the far side they go along the boards. Moving it out the other way, here come the Rangers over to the near side, taken back by the Penguins. Into the offensive end, they're going to send it on a pass over to the near side. Down into the corner, chance, not able to get a chance for Brazeau. And the Rangers are going to clear it out, beating out the icing. Not Lafreniere, my bad, Connor Sheary. In front, shot, knocked away by the blocker of the goalie, Skinner. To the near side, loose puck taken there. That's going to be Mantha, cross ice over to the far side of the offensive end. Passing in front of the net, a chance for the Penguins. And puck goes loose to the far side, taken back by Radish. Rangers vs. Hurricanes later today is what I'm waiting for. Should be a good one. It should be a good one. Let's go Red Wings tonight, baby. So here we go. Over to the far side, shot in front, going to be denied to the near side. Trying to move it out the other way, and the Penguins do, but taken back by the Rangers, right back into the offensive end they go. Over to the near side, down into the corner. Shot from the corner, not able to go. Puck goes loose to the near side, dangerous area. Mika Zibanejad going to pass it across, not able to fully connect. Over to the top of the zone, near side, shot by Gavrikov, not able to go. Puck goes loose in front of the net, the Pen's going to clear it out. Not going to give it enough steam for icing, but just enough to clear it out of the zone. Here come the Rangers, 5 minutes to go here in the second. Ready to roll. Into the offensive end they go. Passing across, going to be taken by the Penguins, intercepted. Passing in front, Novak on a breakaway. He shoots, denied. Over to the near side, again shot, Novak. And it's going to be Shesterkin on the save. Wow. Wow. Okay. But yeah, let's just see here. Let us see. Let us see here. It looks like they are stepping away for another commercial break during this game, which is fine. Okay. So let's see here. Taking a look on X, scrolling through, seeing if there's any other news. Okay. Man, let's see. JVR's out for Detroit. Took a puck to the face against Ottawa on Thursday, and the Wings called up Dominic Shine a few hours ago. Technical difficulties at LCA yesterday during the Pistons game, so they better get that fixed before the Wings return. So it's on the road. Okay. Well, hopefully they do, because technical difficulties are never a good thing to see. So. So let's see. Of course, China's gonna blame America for everything. Let's see. There's a lot of reports on X. Let me see. Israel's saying Khomeini's likely been killed? But yet, there is way too much. There's no certainty about his fate. So, we'll see. Preliminary assessment among Israeli officials that Khomeini was hurt in the strike. No official confirmation was received by Israeli, American, or Iranian sources. Yeah, the shot horn that's controlled by the scoreboard wouldn't stop, causing a 20-minute delay midway through the third quarter. They had turned the scoreboard off, and they used air horns. Oh my gosh. And it went to overtime. I'll get Chicago for Lovshinov and Donato. No, thank you. No, thank you, Cleod. Or, Cleo. No, thank you. We like our Gino. We like our Ginos here. So here we go. You got a far side circle draw. Oh, it's good that the Pistons won at least. I still need to update the NBA standings in the Discord server. That has not been updated in like a month. But here we go into the corner far side, around behind the net, and we got a whistle. 4:23 to go here in the second period. 19 shots on goal for the Penguins with 2 goals. And the Rangers have 11 shots on goal with 1 goal. No, already left Shinoff to Detroit. Oh my gosh. I think we're fine with our team here for the Penguins. If I want an offensive playmaker, I'm going Robo. The Penguins have the cap space to make it work. The Stars just don't. So, you know, I would take Robo. I'd be willing to trade, you know, Raquel or Rust. Probably Rust is who I would send. alongside McRory or Koivunen in a pick. And that should, in theory, be enough to get you Robo. But we'll see. We're after the Olympic break, so if he's going to get moved, he will get moved, like, soon. But here we go. The Pens win the defensive zone draw. Raquel with that puck, moving it out. Up through center, tied up over to the far side along the boards. And going to be tied up right in front of the Penguins bench. Russ has been mocked to Detroit, but that was months ago. Yeah, now that it's been revealed that Robo might be on the move, I think he's been linked more with a Robo trade, than Detroit. And I am fine sending Rust as part of a Robo deal. Because, I mean, it's Robo. Center ice draw over to the near side. The Pens take it in the defensive end. That's going to be Ryan Shay, wing-to-wing pass. Let's see. Over to the far side. Back and across to the near. Gino, 13 goals, 33 assists, 46 points this year. But along the boards, top of the zone, going to get it cleared out. So Ryan Shay going to give chase. Stu going to play it over to the far side. Sending it behind the net to the near. Along the boards, moving it up through the neutral zone. Tied up for that puck. And it's going to be still tied up in the neutral zone. Rust in there as well. Taken back by the Rangers. Into the offensive end they go. Back up to the point to the near side. Zibanejad wing to wing. Shot and going to be saved by Stu. We'll do a little half clap for that. Okay. So let's see. Let us see. So, taking a look here. Far side circle draw, ready to roll. And here we go. Laba against, that's going to be a Chari. Face-off won by the Pens in the defensive end. Sending it to the far side. Moving it through center into the offensive end. They go along the near side boards, down low behind the net, over towards the near side. Lazat towards Dewar, not able to connect. Along the boards to the far side, moving it out the other way. Here comes your chance. And it's going to be chasing down that puck, taken back by Gerard, no icing. To the near side, through center and along the far side, now into the offensive end. Sending it down low, Lazat. And around to the near side, tied up to the top of the zone, passing across from Gerard. Over to the far side, down low, save by Shesterkin. Okay. So yeah, let's see here. Ready to roll here. 21-12, shots on goal, favoring the Penguins. 2:46 to go here in period number 2. I almost lost my Pirates ring. There we go. Okay, so this is Gerard's second game with Pittsburgh, acquired from Colorado in a trade with Brett Kulak. It was a trade I was iffy on, because I like Kulak, just personally. Didn't want to see him go. But chance in front, couple shots, not going to go. Taken back to the near side, here come the Rangers. Up through center, into the offensive end they go. Back and around to the far side, down low. Do you find the NHL turned into a glorified... Or wait, do you find that the NHL turned into a glorified AHL? Somewhat, but again, there is that kind of higher level of prestige. So, like, what are you saying specifically? Like, in what way are you saying? So along the near side boards, down low towards Gino, wrapping it around in front, saved by Shesterkin. Let me see here. Yeah, like, what way are you talking, Colin? Too many teams water down the talent? I don't know that I see that. Because with how much parity we're seeing, I don't think that's the case. It could still be the case, don't get me wrong. But I personally don't see it as such. Because, again, I mean, with how much parity there is, all of these teams, you know, a team like the Rangers could play at home and beat a team like the Avalanche. You know, we've seen it a lot this year. But here we go. Around to the near side. The Penguins in front shot. Not going to go. Over to the near side along the boards. Down low. Moving it behind the net towards the near side corner. The Rangers with possession. Moving it out the other way. Up through center to the offensive end. Chasing it down is going to be Radish. That's going to be Taylor Radish. Along the near side. Down low. Taking Carlson now to the far side. The Penguins not able to control it. Down low. The Rangers with possession. Out to the far side boards. Working with it down low behind the net. Taylor Radish. Over to the far side. Radish trying to get back to it. Wotherspoon in there as well. Moving it around the far side, top of the zone with a chance. Sending it in front, going to get redirected before it gets to the net. Taken back out the near side, that's Kindle, I believe. Now behind to Carlson. Carlson working with that puck now. Over to the near side they go. Sending it up through center. Taken back now to Kindle. Back into the defensive end he goes. Looking for some room to the far side. Along that boards. And puck going to get sent back in behind Stu. Over to the near side. 50 seconds remaining in this second period. Over to the near side. The Penguins just have to survive a little bit longer. Just survive. That's your motto, Penguins. Just survive. Over to the near side along the boards. The Rangers bringing on the onslaught. With that puck is going to be Morrow sending it down along the near side boards. Back up to Morrow. Back up through center they go. Into the defensive end of the near side. Here come the Rangers. 25 seconds to go in the period in front of the net. Nice little easy save there for Stu. With 22.5 to go here in the second. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Just taking a look here on X. Let's see. Okay, so near side circle draw here in the Rangers offensive end. Ready to rumble here. Ooh, that got really hot. I gotta turn that heater down just a little bit. I'm not used to being wired. So here we go, over to the near side. The Penguins trying to move it out of the zone. With a chance, coming up the other way. Here comes Lizotte, passing to Dewar. Shot goes high and out of play. 10.7 to go here in the second period. Shesterkin in the net. And taking a look there at Nola Chari. Okay, cheap rookie contracts. They make the team when they should spend time in the minors. I can kind of see that, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of the dominant rookies really didn't need as much time. You know what I mean? So I think there's an element of that, but I don't think that's like as much of a problem as some people make it out to be. And the ref getting in the way of the Rangers. Man, that was a rough one, a rough break for the Rangers. They were driving up into the offensive end, and the ref just got in the way accidentally. But that does take us to the end of the second period with a score. The Pittsburgh Penguins 2, the New York Rangers 1. I feel like I'm watching an auctioneer. Well, Christine, I try to provide the best play-by-play I can, and it comes with an element of having that auctioneer mentality. Oh, we got some news. Hold on. Let's see what they have to say. Are they just saying the same thing they said before? Because it's another ABC News alert. Did you hear the voice back to health? I've been figuring a way to keep it... Oh. No, okay. I thought they were showing pictures of the Ayatollah. I was wondering if they actually had confirmation. But, no. But yeah, it's been pretty solid. It's been pretty solid here. So... we will see. But yeah, I'm just glad. I mean, it's a fortunate thing. Praise be to God for healing. You know, it's through him that we're healed, and that's how I got the voice back. You know, it's nice to have it back. Not dealing with the sore throat. I still deal with some grogginess in the morning, but it is what it is. Okay. But yeah, we will see here. Just taking a look on X, see if there's any other news. Yeah, we'll also take a look at some of the other, some of the score or like the updates here of the stats. And the Rangers' face-off circle dominance has been just continued. They have won 76.3% of face-offs. 23 shots on goal for the Penguins, 13 for the Rangers, 20 hits for the Rangers, 7 for the Penguins. They are playing very physical, but it's also resulted in 16 PIMs to only 4 for the Penguins. The goals here, again, Anthony Mantha on the power play, assisted by Erik Karlsson and Brian Rust. Then Ryan Shea, assisted by Connor Clifton and Blake Lizotte. Then, eventually, finally, Mika Zibanejad on the power play gets a goal, assisted by Trocheck and Miller. The new job, it's going. It is going. It is not what I entirely thought it was going to be, but it's going. We'll just say that. We'll just say that. God has a reason for me to be there. I haven't seen that reason yet specifically. I haven't seen my MO in its entirety yet, but you know. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's just take a look again back on X as we have some time to see what is going on. Wait a minute. So, this is stupid. Everybody's calling for a UN Security Council meeting in retaliation as to what happened with the strikes. The funny thing is, Russia's called for it. Russia has a veto. So they're going to veto anything that supports the US and Israel. China, same deal. They have a veto. They'll veto anything that supports the US or Israel. But then the US also has a veto, so they'll just veto anything that condemns them. It's going to be a big nothing burger. It's going to be a waste of time. A waste of everybody's time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be a disaster. Ooh, wait a minute. I need to go and see. Are they selling draft tickets? Let me see. Let me take a look here. Is this a ticketed event? Free entry. Okay, I'm interested. Okay, so that's just saying when you want to be signed up. So I'm going to sign up for the notification real quick. Let me just go ahead and sign up here real quick so I get notification as soon as registration goes live for the draft so that I can get situated. There's the Pittsburgh Steelers. There we go. Okay, submit. Let me see. Download one pass. Oh, that's like an NFL thing. Okay, for all NFL events all year long. Yeah, because I'm going to the draft. I am making sure I go to the draft. Not every year the draft's in your own backyard, you know? Oh, man. But yeah, we will see. They're breaking down some of the goals that have gone on. Okay. So let us see. Just again, taking a look here. See if there is any other news.
Okay. Where is that? Oh my gosh. I just can't believe. I just cannot believe how many countries have gotten involved purely because of this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just taking a look here. Okay. But yeah, while we are here real quick, I am going to step away real quick so I can run and use the bathroom before the third period. So I'll be right back. Okay. We are back. We are back. Let me get my get my ears back in. But we know what we are doing. I almost forgot to hear myself, so I started talking. I heard someone talk. I'm like, oh, who's that? No, that's me. What in the world is this music? What is this? I'm gonna back that to the beginning. We're just gonna back it right back up to the beginning of there. But yeah, we are rolling. I'm excited. Pretty soon I'll be getting some new music. So, we will see. We'll see. Wait, what?
In Abu Dhabi with the
Okay. Yeah, just taking a look again on X as we are getting ready here for the third period to see what we've got going on. All right. But yeah, just taking a look here. Ah, shoot. Why didn't I get gas yesterday? I forgot about that. Now that all this is kicking up, it's going to be a lot of gas prices going up. But we'll see here. We're taking a look at a couple of things here. 4 minutes till the third period begins. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Let us see. But yeah, we shall see again, just to see what's going on X. Okay. Yeah, we are just taking a look here. Okay. Yeah, we had a pretty good slate of games though today too, so you know. Let us see. Okay. Let us see. There's like no more hockey news on my feed anymore, and I don't know why. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not really picking me up well. There we go. There we go. But yeah, again, a lot of good games today. A lot of high-profile teams playing today. You got Colorado, New York Islanders, Rangers, obviously not really high-profile, but playing right now. Bruins Flyers will be a good one. We'll be live for that one. Red Wings Hurricanes, absolutely monster matchup. Same with Lightning Sabres. That has massive applications or consequences for that division. Washington and Montreal, another big one with a lot of playoff implications there as well. The Kings are going to be trying to stop a skid tonight on NHL Network against the Calgary Flames. And then you got another couple set of games between some teams that are trying to not be last as we are getting ready here for the third period of action from Madison Square Garden. Ready to roll. Take a look at this over shot. No more. Okay. Let me see here, just so I can take a look. All right. Let me actually respond to a comment real quick. I just saw a comment I absolutely love. So let me go on there real quick and respond to that comment because I want to respond to it. And community. Let me see. All right, so we're getting ready for the third period of action here. Let's take a look. Face-off going to be won by the Rangers. That's going to be Trocheck back over to the far side along the boards, moving it up the other way. Into the defensive end for the Penguins. Going to move it out along the near side. Through the center ice area. Novak into the offensive end, trying to wrap to the far side. Sending it around to the near side along the boards, high in the zone. Going out the other way, the Rangers. Trocheck with the puck along the near side. Sending it in now, it's going to be Parker Wotherspoon to the far side. Clearing it up the other way, up into the offensive end they go. Sending it around to the near side, that's Carlson. Back up again, back down. That's going to be from Malkin. To the far side he goes along the boards. And it's going to be taken back by the Rangers across to the near side. Over to the near side, the Rangers down low. That's going to be JT Miller looking for some help. Trying to send it around down low. Going to be taken back. That's going to be Sam Girard. Over to the near side they go. Back over to the far. Here they come. Moving it out the other way. Back and across to the far side. And up to the top of the zone. The near side shot by Schneider. Not going to go. Over to the far side. The Rangers keeping it in, but intercepted by the Penguins and cleared out the other way. Into the offensive end, that's Brian Rust. Can't really hold on to it. Bodies colliding. Shot goes wide to the near side. And sent around by Avery Hayes behind the net. Taken back. That's going to be Will Borgen to the near side. Loose puck again. And it's going to be tied up along the boards near the blue line. Goes loose, taken by the Rangers through center. Into the offensive end. They're going to send it along the near side corner. Down low, trying to move it out the other way. Here come the Penguins, Avery Hayes. Sending it up all the way to the far side. And it's going to be a Penguins icing. All right, so here we go. So we're looking back at that Mika Zibanejad goal. Over to the far side, battling for it. Raquel along the boards. Gonna go, taken by the Rangers. Shot gonna go wide to the near side. Sending it towards the net. Played off of Stu to the far side again, down low. Back and around to the near side. Trying to move it out the other way. Gonna be cleared up. Taken back by the Rangers in the defensive end. Wing to the far side. They're gonna dump it into the offensive end now. Shay gets to it. Over to the far side. Tied up along the boards. And taken by Laba. Across, near side shot. Going to be kicked away by Stu. Working with it now. Over through center ice. Taken back by the Rangers. Through center into the offensive end they go. Working it around the near side. Into the corner behind the net. Over to the near side it goes. The Penguins trying to free it up and move it out the other way. Here they come. Up to the far side. Taken back by the Rangers at the blue line. Back up to the point. Chopped by Gavrikov. Kicked high. Over to the far side. Tanger from behind the net. Uh-oh. Here we go. Into the corner. Top of the zone. Battling for that puck. Taken now from the point. Gavrikov shot and deflected in for a goal for the Rangers. That one going to tie this game up at 2. Let's go ahead and give them their light of day. Let's replay that horn for the New York Rangers. son of a gun. That's going to be Taylor Radish on the goal. That's unfortunate there, if I do say so myself. Oh well. Penguins can still come back, though. They still got time. They still have time. Alright, let's take a look on X, see if we got any other news. Okay. So, here we go. Far side, moving it up. What is this music? I've actually, like, never listened to this music before. I just used it because there was no copyright. It was like, as long as you know, they won't hit you for copyright as long as you cite it. Oh my gosh. So over to the near side, into the offensive end. Here comes Connor Clifton, sending it back down low behind the net. Lafreniere. Over to the far side corner. Battling for it in that corner, trying to free it up, and it goes loose to the far side. Taken back over to the near side, Clifton. Sending it around from the point, shot gets redirected in front of the net, still redirected, taken by Lazar, top of the zone. Sent over to the far side, they go along the boards, back over to the near side, Clifton. Clifton with a shot, denied, over to the near side. Here come the Rangers, who have scored the game's last 2 goals. And it's going to be a Rangers icing. Okay. So, let's see. Let us see. All right. But yeah, we will see here. All right, so over to the near side corner, the Rangers, after the draw, going to move it out the other way. Here they come through center, passing across, racing into the corner, far side. Behind that, Yui, over to the near side. And taken back out by the Penguins through center into the offensive end. Going to be back into the corner to the near side, taken by the Rangers. Tied up along the boards, Gino in there, trying to free that puck up as well. Moving it out the other way. Here they come, wing-to-wing pass, over now to the near side, taking it, Miller, shot, denied. Hi, Bagel, you want to say hello to the people, huh? You want to say hello? Hello, how you do, huh? We got a little bit extracurricular afterwards, Wotherspoon dropping the gloves. I think she's staying here. Oh, man. We'll see here. Ready to roll. Man, the Penguins really need to get back on it here now. They gotta refocus. It's been a focus issue. And that should have been a goal by Perreault. That really should have been a goal by Perreault. Oh my gosh. That thing was a lot closer than I first thought it was. Oh my word. How that wasn't a goal, I don't know. Stu lunging over to stop it. Oh my gosh. Well, here we go. Top of the zone. Working with it down low. Passing now to the point. Clearing themselves out. And here we go. The Rangers back on in behind the net. Over to the far side. Check delivered. But Gavrikov holds on to that puck. Along the far side. Trying to move it out the other way. Back on in behind the net towards the near side. And it's going to be iced by the Rangers. Okay, let's see. Oh, ready to roll. We got to face up on the near side corner. Down low, taken back by the Rangers to the far side. Fox along the boards, clearing it all the way up, and it's going to be another icing on the Rangers. Okay. So we shall see. 6 waves. Oh my god. So here we go, ready to roll. Under 15 to go here in regulation. Ricard Raquel gonna lose the face-off along the near side. Fox to the far side. Moving it around to the far side along the boards, taken back by the Pens in the neutral zone to the defensive end. Up through center to the offensive end to the near corner, down low, chasing down that puck in front of the net. Chance! Gonna go loose to the near side. Along the boards, top of the zone, down low to the far side, moving up towards Tanger, down low. With a chance back to Tanger, keeping it in the zone, thankfully. Backing around to the near side, the Rangers gonna try and get to it. Tied up over, excuse me, over to the far side, moving it into the offensive end. Here comes Avery Hayes behind for Rust, working it around now to the far side along the boards, down low, racing around to the near side, back over to the far, and here they go, tied up that far side. In the offensive end for the Penguins, loose puck taken back by the Rangers decisively. Gavrikov to the near side, and it's going to be moved up the other way. Looking at Avery Hayes, 23 years old, undrafted from Westmoreland, Michigan. Or Westland, Michigan, not Westmoreland. But over to the far side, down low to the near side, tied up in the Penguins' defensive end. Working with that puck, the Rangers try to keep it in the zone. And over to the far side they go. Working it around now, Sam Girard over to the far side on a pass in front of the net. Dangerous area with that puck, moving it out the other way. And here they come, the Rangers 2-on-1 in front. Nice job by Tanger to get down and shut down the lane. Over to the near side, top of the zone shot, not gonna go. And around behind the net they go, over to the far side. Sending it around again over to the near. Moving it to the top of the zone. Down low now to Radish, top of the zone again. Working with it, wing to wing, down low, over to the far side. Around towards that far side again still. Moving it to the top of the zone, the Pens clearing it out. And taken back by Roberts into the near side. Here come the Rangers. That's going to be Radish down low, looking for some help, and not going to get a lot of it. Over to the near side they go. Oh my gosh, what is coming over me? So here we go, the Penguins in the offensive end, in front passing, not going to connect along to the near side. Moving it out the other way, here come the Rangers. Days of my Rangers into the offensive end, near side to Miller, not able to connect, and the Pens take it right back. Up through center they go, and right by the benches, tied up, the Rangers gonna send it back on into the offensive end. Back over to the near side, here comes Connor Clifton, moving it up the other way, along the boards, through center, into the offensive end. And it's gonna be on the far side of the offensive end, tied up for that puck. We might need to stand. We might just need to stand at the next break. But here we go. Wotherspoon in the defensive end, working with that puck. Sending it around now. And here they go. Wotherspoon over the far side on a pass to Novak. Back into the corner to Wotherspoon, to the near side to Carlson. Carlson moving it up the other way. Up through center. Here comes a chance. That's Novak to Chinikov. Nice check delivered, and the Rangers get it back going up the other way here on the far side. 6 shots by the Rangers this period. None for the Penguins. Their shot number 1 this period for the Penguins over to the far side corner, and going to be taken back by the Pens in the defensive end. Over to Carlson. Over to the far side. I don't like how much this team is struggling with the Rangers on the road. But here we go, over to the far side, into the offensive end, the Rangers passing near side, and shot by, that's Kartai, over to the near side, a kick save. And over to the far side, the Rangers still possession, shot not gonna go. Over to the top of the zone, sending again, Robertson, pass over to Laba, shot, and going to be denied by Stu. All right. So they are stepping away. I think I need to stand. I need to stand. Hopefully I cannot stand with the ears. So the ears are going to have to come out. I just have to trust that I know what I sound like right now. Which is very weird. Very weird. Not gonna lie, now that I've been listening to myself all day, it's very weird not hearing myself. Let's set up these monitors. And then we gotta raise the camera. Just a little bit. Just a wee little bit, huh? Okay. Gus, damn, we gotta get the blood flowing. We gotta get the blood flowing, man. Let's go. So, we shall see what we've got rolling here. Back over to you. Grab myself. Oh, I'm gonna finish this. Okay. So yeah, we shall see here. Taking a look. Let me grab myself another Coke Zero. The best drink known to mankind. Let's take a look at our poll in the chat. We got 27 votes over there. And we are splitting 82% for the Penguins. So we got ourselves a good one. A very good one. Let me see here. I don't know if I'm going to hear it. I don't know if I'm going to hear myself back, but it's cool. We'll roll. We'll roll with this here. I think I'm going to pull this down just a little bit so I can hear. Because I need to hear something. I will. If I sit in silence, I am literally going to lose it. Oh, man. Yeah, because that's not going to reach. Maybe it'll reach. We'll see. Nah, that's not going to reach. But here we go. Top of the zone. The Rangers keeping it in, sending it. Never mind. The Pens getting it back. Working it up through center into the offensive end. Over to the near side. Down low. Over to the far side. Trying to free it up. Can they do so? Back over to Clifton. From the point. Pass going to be intercepted. Going the other way. Here it comes. That was the Oreo. Intercepting that pass. Over to the near side. Down low. From Clifton to Shay. Along the far side. One scoring chance this period for the Penguins, for the record. And moving it out the other way. Through center, here comes the Rangers on a wing-to-wing to the near side. Moving it up, passing back. Trying to create some room. Somewhere they can go. And the Rangers, they're fine slowing this down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Come on, Penguins, let's go. Penguin baby, I want to ask you one little thing. A win. And I don't mean on the game, on the season. So hurry down the chimney tonight. So here we go, the Penguins through center. And to the near side, intercepted by the Rangers, going the other way into the offensive end, back in behind Stu. Over to the near side, that's going to be Gerard. Along the boards, tied up down into the corner. Puck comes loose and taken back by the Penguins. Going up through the defensive end, Gerard with that puck. Sending it around the near side with a chance. Into the offensive end, Lazat pass, not going to go. Wrapping it around. Over to the far side, here come the Rangers. And the Penguins taking it back. To the point, shot by Carlson, not going to go. Up in the air in front of the net, and taken back by the Rangers. Over to the near side, moving it up the other way. Here comes your chance from Trocheck, a pass. Into the near side, getting to it, Lafreniere, tied up with Wotherspoon. Into the corner. Also Chinikov in there as well, tied up. Trying to battle out that puck. And it is going to still be tied up into that corner as we cross under 8.5 to go in this third period to the far side. Moving it up along the board. Shot is going to be denied. Loose over to the far side. Taken by the Rangers. Shot loose in front of the net again. And Stu gets the save. Stu gets the save. Okay. So yeah, we shall see here. Taking a look at the Rangers on that, man. Nice chance by Lafreniere. Not going to go on that. A nice rebound chance by Cooley. But Stu was just too quick on it. He was just too quick on it by a little bit. Like just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit is just enough. Okay. What's up with the Pirates and Astros? Oh, Pirates are up 5-2 on the Astros. Let's go. Spring training, but still. Take a look at X. Do we have any other news over there? Okay. Oh no, there's the air horn malfunction. You know, I want to look at something. I want to find something. Where is it? It's going to be back in the Prophets. Behind Isaiah, there's Ezekiel. There we go. I'm going to find something. What chapter is it? What chapter is it? I'm trying to find something. I'm not going to read it on stream, but there it is. There it is. I think this is what I want. Yeah. I think that's what I want. There's something I want to read later. So it hit me as I was here. I wanted to save that for later tonight. I think it was. Oh man. Okay, yeah, it is where I want. That's what I thought. So here we go. To the far side, the Rangers with possession of that puck, sending it down into the corner to the near side. Tied up for that puck, and it's going to be moved to the top of the zone, down low to the far side. Along the boards, Fox in there, Adam Fox alongside Ricard Raquel, into the corner along that far side, moving out the Pens of possession. Carlson, E.K. Carlson, moving it up through the neutral zone to the near side to Rust. Into the offensive end he goes, sending it around a pass in front, not able to connect. Going the other way, here comes Perreault, moving it through center on a pass, couple passes into the offensive end. Now J.T. Miller, wing to wing, with a chance, pass going to be deflected. Nice job by the Pens to get in there and break it up. Moving it around now from the point. That's going to be Gavrikov sending it in on a pass to the near side, down low from J.T. Miller. Along to the far side, trying to move it up. Now here they go. Here comes the Pens. That's going to be Ben Kindle into the offensive end. 2-on-2. Going to send it into the corner, and the Pens will go for a partial change. Back on in behind the net. Over to the near side. Here comes Schneider with that puck. Moving it up through center to the far side. Into the offensive end they're going to go. Sending it around now into the corner to that far side. Moving it around towards the near, back in behind the net, trying to wrap it around from that far side. Now from the point to the near side, down low, shot by Schneider, going to be blocked. And around the near side, that's going to be Brazeau, slow to get up, taking a shot on that. He's going to finish off this shift, but he's going to head over to the bench. He's ginger on that. He's hurt. Down low to the far side, around to the near. Hopefully it's just a stinger for Justin. Along the boards, down low. 6:40 to go here in regulation, into the corner. Big collision along the boards in that near corner. Up to the top of the zone. They're going to send it. Working it around. The Rangers, 40 seconds consecutive zone time plus. Moving it around from the point to the near side. Matthew Robertson sending it down low. The Pens just got to get it out of the zone. Connor Clifton over to the far side. And here we go. The Penguins trying to move it out. Flipping it up through center. And here we go. The Pens have a chance going for a change. Taking it back into the defensive end. Trying to create some more time and some zone time. There goes Gino. Passing it through center into the offensive end. Here comes your chance. Down low. Looking for some help here is going to be Novak. Sending it down low. There goes Gino. Over to the near side along the boards. Now back up to the point. Here comes a pass to Gino on the near side. Moving it down, trying to find somewhere to go. Over to the far side. Big collision dished out by Gino along the boards to Chinikov. Back over to Gino behind the net. Tied up for that puck, and Robertson trying to take it away, but Novak comes away with it for the Penguins. Over to the far side, trying to pass it across to the point, trying to center it. Not able to fully center it. Tanger sends it behind the net. Over to the area behind the net. They're tied up for that puck. And goes to the far side. Matthew Robertson going to be the first to get there, but also in there is going to be Novak. The Pens at 45 plus seconds of zone time here. Trying to center pass it, and the Rangers kicking it up, but keeping it in the zone is Gerard. Back on in behind the net to the near side. Trying to move it out the other way. Down low. Into the corner now, top of the zone, and going to be sent out the other way. Here comes to the near side. Tanger with that puck. Sending it, keeping it in the defensive end here. Going wing to wing pass. Under 5 to play here in regulation. To the far side, they send it. Right near the far blue line towards the Penguins' offensive end. Here they go into the offensive end. Lizotte. A nice little spin check. Penn still possession from the point, sending it down low, intercepted by the Rangers. Moving it out the other way. So here we go. Wotherspoon with that puck. Sending it now into the offensive end. Back on in behind the net towards the near side. Ooh. Dewar hitting his head into the glass. Man, season home, 8 games scoring 3+ goals. 3 fewer than any other team in the NHL, and that is your Rangers. Days of your Rangers. So Wotherspoon over to the far side, going to send it along the boards. Tied up for possession. Taken back by Lizotte on the defensive end. Sending it back, wing to wing to Carlson on the near side. Moving it up through center, intercepted. A 2-on-1 to the zone pass on the near side. Again, pass not going to go. Perreault not able to get the shot off. Over to the near side, along the boards. Going the other way with it, here come the Penguins. Sending it into the offensive end behind the net, over to the near side. They're going to get hit with an icing. That's unfortunate. I didn't think that was icing, but they're going to rule it icing. I think we're going to go back to sitting here. I think I got enough standing to get the blood flowing. So, we're gonna lower the angle just a little bit again here. Let's lower that angle back down. It was a convenient time to do so. Okay. Now I can have my ears back in and ready to roll. Near side, working with it. Here we go. Back on in behind the net with it. Tied up. Avery Hayes in there as well for that puck. Trying to send it around. What's icing? So basically, Nuri, the definition of icing. Icing is a rule to prevent teams from cherry picking. Essentially, you have one guy stationed in the offensive end that you just hit him from one opposite end to the other. You can't send the puck out from behind the center line all the way back to the opposite end of the ice without it being touched or having the ability to be touched by any player. So essentially, it's something to prevent people from stationing someone or just sending the puck out, essentially. That's kind of the whole point, is to stop teams from just, we're in a lot of pressure, let's just launch it out and get away with it. You can ice it, but the puck, the face-off comes back into your defensive end. So, that's basic definition of icing. Just, don't launch the puck all the way, and the Pens just iced it. Case in point, the Pens were back in their own defensive end. They launched it all the way down the ice and ended up not having anywhere to go with it. It goes back in behind the net of the goalie, back behind the red line, and it was untouched, so that was icing. Go ahead and get this here. All right, so they are getting ready here for the next game coming up as well. Bruins and Flyers will be live for that right on this channel as well. Go ahead and get this going here. I want to get a couple of other things going on in the background here, but now, top of the zone with a chance. Sending it around to the near side corner, tied up for that puck. The Penguins trying to clear it up. They do, but the Rangers with it at center. Gavrikov wing to wing, gonna go to Shay. Trying to send it out the other way. Here come the Penguins. Up on into the offensive end, taken back by the Rangers in front with a shot. Not going to go. Pass it across. Can't quite connect. Puck drop is at 3:20, by the way, for the Rangers and Flyers, which we should still make, assuming that we don't get to, overtime. But here we go, in front of the net, chance of the Penguins, not going to go. Back on in behind the net, Gavrikov with that puck, sending it around the near side, clearing it up through center, taken back by the Pens. They dump it into the offensive end of the near side. Gavrikov with that puck to the far side. 0 regulation home wins in their last 16 games for the Rangers, 2 this whole season. But here we go, to the far side, up through center, the Rangers taking it back in the defensive end, a wing-to-wing pass over to Iorio. Moving it around now, wing-to-wing, up through center to the offensive end. Here comes your chance. Into the offensive end, shot not going to go. Over to the near side, the Pen's going to move it out the other way. Brian Russ going to try and take it back, but taken for the Rangers. Wing-to-wing to the far side, 28 shots to 23, favoring the Penguins, but the Penguins have not done much since that first period. Over to the near side. Brian Rust into the offensive end, passing back further to Achari, or Carlson, sorry. Working it around the near side. The Rangers try to clear the zone. Kept in by one of the Penguins. To the far side, Wotherspoon, and it's going to get cleared out now. All the way down, so no icing. They waved it off. Along the near side now, the Penguins are going to try and move it up. Carlson trying to send it all the way up. Going to be played off the goalie Shesterkin to the near side. Coming up the other way. Here come the Rangers. Days of your Rangers into the offensive end. Back on in behind the corner. There goes Shay. Now over to Lizotte. Along the boards. Passing wing to Connor Clifton up through center. Into the offensive end they go. Is Connor Clifton looking for some help. Passing across into the far corner. Right there for Dewar. Dewar to the top of the zone, sending it around now. Clifton shot, not gonna go. Over to the far side, along the board, still down low. Lizotte trying to free that puck up. In there is going to be a bunch of Rangers, including Connor Sheary, former Penguin if I'm not mistaken, and sending it in front of the net. The Pens try to. There's a down Ranger on the play as we hit the end of regulation. Gavrikov is down. I didn't even realize we were in the last minute of regulation. I really didn't want to do this, but now I gotta stand back up. I gotta stand back up because we always stand for overtime. There's one rule on this channel. This channel does not have many rules. But one rule is we must always stand for overtime. Let's go ahead and get back into standing. I was really thinking we were gonna have a regulation goal. I was really thinking, nay, hoping we would end up with a regulation goal. But we didn't. But we're following our rules on this channel. We stand for the overtime. Let's see, we got... Really quick, let me take a look at the chat here. We got... Hi there, Charlie, saying Gino OT winner. I would love a Gino OT winner. Let's go. But yeah, we got Nuri saying, I need the Penguins. We need the Penguins. Let's go, Penguins. Let's go, Penguins. Can the Penguins overcome their overtime demons? That is the question of the day. Looking at our poll in the chat, we got 37 votes from Allians over there. We are splitting 38 votes, splitting 79-21 for the Penguins. In a big, critical game, because the Penguins... If there's one game you cannot afford to lose, it is this one. Your March for the Penguins. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. You cannot afford to lose a game like this. So, hopefully the Penguins learn how to play in overtime. Because when you got the Canes 3 times, the Knights twice, the Avs twice, the Stars, the Bruins twice, the Sabres, you can't afford to drop a game to the Rangers. Especially when you're in Madison Square Garden this year. And you know what this comes down to? This comes back to the one goal that was taken back. There was a BS goalie interference, and that is making all the difference right now. In the first period, the Penguins' second goal that they called a goal that was then called back, I don't see goalie interference on that. They're trying to make the goalie be 1,000% comfortable and not have to work around anyone. That is BS. I'm sorry. The Pens should have won this game 3-2. But you got to be better than the calls is what I always say. So Carlson with the puck for the Penguins in overtime with some speed into the offensive end. Got to be smart with it though. Passing to Kindle. Be smart shot. Not going to go. Over to the far side along the boards. JT Miller sends it behind the net to the near side to Schneider. Working with it back in behind the net to Mika Zibanejad. Sending it back down low. Going to leave it there for JT Miller. Going to try and move it around now. Miller working it up. Passing into the offensive end. Loose puck. The Pens generating a takeaway in the overtime period. Over to Tanger now. Working with that puck. Unfortunately, I cannot show the game due to copyright. I would love to, Nuri, but I can't because of copyright. But Ricard Raquel over to Gino. Working with that puck. Passing back to Raquel. Into the neutral zone. Working with that puck. Pens go for a change. Gonna slow this game down just a little bit. Fans getting restless now. The Pens dumping it into the offensive end. Giving that puck. Oh, no, we got a whistle. Oh, no, it's an icing. Oh, my gosh, that was icing. That was awful.
Let's see. Bro, watching you from Philippines. Can you shout me out, please? Let's go. What's good, Foul? How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? It's cool seeing how many people from all over the world come and watch this channel from time to time. We had in the Olympics, we were global. You know, we've had people from Ireland in here. I've never had someone from the Philippines. That's pretty cool. But here we go. Lafreniere with that puck through the neutral zone. Sending it back on into the defensive end of the near side. Trocheck working with it in the defensive end. Slowing this thing down just a little bit here. Trying to move it through center to the offensive end. Vincent Trocheck around the near side. Into the corner down low. Back up now to Fox. Across ice to Lafreniere. They're going to take it back to the neutral zone. Lafreniere trying to find somewhere he's going to pass it. Goes wing to Fox. Fox trying to go to Trocheck. Back over to Fox on the defensive end. Fox with that puck now. Playing defense there. Going to be Raquel. Over to Trocheck. Trocheck working with that puck now behind the net. I'm from the Philippines too. Waiting for an Oilers game. Got a bet. Huh. That's cool, man. That's cool. Vishtek. That's cool. So here we go. Back on in behind the net. Shesterkin going to play that puck over to Gavrikov. Good to see he's all right. Gavrikov going to move it to the far side. Looking for some help. I'm going to leave it back there for Mika Zibanejad. He has one of the 2 goals for the Rangers today already. Now going to go over to JT Miller. Into the offensive end. Going to take it down low. Trying to wrap it around. Around to the near side. Loose puck. JT Miller securing it back to the top of the zone to the point to Gavrikov. Takes it back into the neutral zone. Working with it now. Around to the near side. Mika Zibanejad through center. Taking it back in the neutral zone. Slowing it down. Over to Fox. Halfway through the overtime period to Cooley. With a shot. Denied. Taken back. Here comes Gerard. Maybe a tripping. But they're not going to get the penalty. Go around now Gerard. Back on in behind the net. Slowing this game down just a little bit here. Just a little bit. Yo, Ken, you are freaking awesome, man. Bro, we getting 3 subs today. Much love to all Ians. Glory be to Christ, man. It's all through him that we do that I do this, man. So Gino into the corner. And welcome back, Carson. So here we go in front. Kindle shot. Gonna get kicked wide. Over now to the near side. Cooley. Kindle tied up for that puck. Goes to the top of the zone to Carlson. Over to Gino. Gino working with it. Back into the neutral zone. That's fine. Passing to Carlson. With that puck. Trying to go. Pens go for a change. Carlson over to Rust. Into the offensive. Nope. Gonna circle back. That's fine. Gonna just circle back. And around now. Rust. Still cycling in the neutral zone. Now with speed. Into the offensive end he goes. Taking it down low. Broken up there by Adam Fox to the near side. Will Cooley. Passing it back. Over to Fox. Over to Cooley. Cooley with that puck. Back over to Fox again. 1:16 to go in overtime. Around the near side. Trocheck. Through center they go. Trying to move it on up into the offensive end. But going to just cycle around is Vincent Trocheck. On about a minute to go now in overtime. Lafreniere with that puck. Up through center he goes, into the offensive end with speed down low. Passing across Schneider, shot kicked away by the pad of Skinner. To the near side, Lafreniere in the neutral zone, back into the offensive end with it. 3-on-2, Lafreniere, shot denied, taken back by Carlson. And here comes your chance. 2-on-1 into the offensive end for the Penguins. Carlson with the shot, denied. Gonna be gloved, sent out to the far side. Nice job by Shesterkin. 36 seconds to go in the overtime period. Sending it around now to the far side. Chitikov takes it at center ice. Working with it now. Over to the near side to Carlson. Into the offensive end he goes. Eric Carlson with that puck. 23 seconds to go here in overtime. Over to Chinikov. Chinikov to Novak. Novak down low. Looking for some help. Man, good luck to your team, Jason. Well, thank you, Egg. Thank you. Here we go. 11. 10 in front. Shot by Malkin. Not going to go. 8, 9. 8, Carlson, 6, 5, shot by Gino again. Lafreniere takes it and going to be frozen with 3.1 to go by Igor Shesterkin. I don't want to jinx it. But it looks like we're going to a shootout. And I hope mine wins. Well, we'll see, man. We shall see. Wow, a nice job, though, by Shesterkin, man. 3.1 to go. 3.1. In the meantime, I am going to start erasing this. But here we go. 3.1, the Penguins trying to coordinate what they are going to do and how they are going to attack this.
I have no whiteboard ready, by the way, for the Flyers game we're covering next. My whiteboard has been all Penguins today. All Penguins Rangers. So I'm using this time while the Pens took a timeout, I believe. Or while we're in a timeout of sorts. To get the whiteboard somewhat ready for me to start entering in for the next game. We'll see Achari versus Trocheck. So here we go. A must-win face-off for both teams here. If the Pens win it, they have a chance. 2, 1, and we are going to a shootout. Oh my gosh. So here we go. We got a frickin' shootout in MSG, man. We got a frickin' shootout. Oh my gosh. So they are stepping away. In the meantime, I am going to start getting my whiteboard set up. It is Bruins. What is under my whiteboard? It is a notebook with a bunch of key scripture verses. So that needs to be set right over here. Let's see. We got Bruins and Flyers. I know we're late to the other stream. People will always come in and say, oh, you're late. The game starts at 3:20. We're covering this game first and foremost here. Let's go Pens, baby. So we are back and ready to roll here for the shootout here in MSG. Igor Shesterkin at one end, Stuart Skinner at the other for the game. We got Jesus Velasquez saying, Vamos! Vamos, Penguins! Let's go! There's Stu, 3 and 6 in a shootout. 552 save percentage. Looking at Igor Shesterkin, he is 13 and 8 in a shootout with a 728 save percentage. So we'll see here. Ready to rumble here between Igor Shesterkin and Stuart Skinner. Oh, man. So here we go. Anthony Mantha going to get the first shot of the shootout for the Penguins. Ready to roll here. Let's go, Penguins! Here we go. So Anthony Mantha ready to rumble for the first shot of this shootout. Here we go. Anthony Mantha, the boos are coming down from the Rangers fans. Working from right to left with a chance, and he doesn't even get a shot off. He loses control of that puck. Ay, ay, ay. He was trying to reach around Shesterkin, and he just couldn't. He lost it. So here we go. Vincent Trocheck, 22 for 56, and 11 game-deciding goals in his career in a shootout. So here comes Trocheck. Gonna go from left to right from Stu's perspective. Taking it in wide, now in front, and he gets it by Stu. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. That's not good. Bro, you think Penguins win this game? Because I bet that's... Oh, foul. I want the Pens to win, bro. But, oh my gosh. We got Igor Chinakhov! Gonna go from the goalie's left to right from Shesterkin's perspective. Taking it in with a shot. He's denied. Here comes a chance for the Rangers to win it. Oh, no. The Rangers just need 1 goal in 2 attempts. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Rangers have 2 chances to get 1 goal. Here comes JT Miller. 6 game-deciding goals. This could be his 7th. He is 13 for 35 or 37% in the shootout. Gonna go from Skinner's right to left. Going way wide. Taking it in now with a chance. Shot denied by Stu. So you say there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Let's go, baby. Who's going to be the next Penguin ready to go in the shootout? Is it going to be Ricard Raquel? Do I really need to do... If it's Ricard Raquel, I'm gonna sell out. If it's Ricard Raquel, I'm selling out. It's Tommy Novak. Okay, I don't need to do the stupid 6-7 thing. So here comes Tommy Novak! Son of a gun. He's denied. Rangers win. And this was a game the Penguins could not lose. Wow. Down 2-0 to a shootout win. The only plus I could say is at least you got a win, but it's the freaking Rangers! It's the Rangers! You needed this! You got a March that's loaded with the Carolina Hurricanes 3 times, the Avalanche twice, the Knights twice, the Bruins twice, the Sabres. If you want to make the playoffs, you could not lose this game! Man, that's frustrating. Rangers got the win. Rangers got the overtime win. The Penguins could not afford this loss, too. That is awful. That is awful, man. With that being said, I gotta have a quick turnaround because we're actually going live again on this channel for the Flyers game. We're gonna be live for Flyers and Bruins. So make sure you guys stick around, go to that stream. You should get redirected, I hope. Fingers crossed if I set up the redirect right. But yeah, I'll catch you guys over there. Have yourself a great day if I don't, but I'd love to catch you guys over there. I'll see you guys over there. Peace out and have a good one. See you, fish tag. See you,